Good evening, Alia.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good evening, Alia. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
All right, good to hear. Good to hear. So far, have you have any exam yet?
Yes, sir.
Which exam you did so far?
I did foods, literature, and accounts. I did accounts today.
Wait, you saw your timetable hot. So you had accounts today, you had literature on Friday, and you had foods the day before.
Yes, sir.
My gosh, how your timetable set up like that?
I don't know, but that's how it is.
Okay, no problem. How was foods? How was accounts? And how was literature?
Food was good. Literature was good. Accounts was okay.
Okay. All right. Good. Feel good to be doing CXC, right?
Yes, sir.
And next year, sixth form. And before you know it, in university, don't it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Nice. So excited for getting these results soon, don't it?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. All right. Well, Wednesday, of course, is the big day. Mathematics, don't it?
Yes, sir.
That is the big day. So, yeah, nice. So in the meantime, I want you look at the broad topics, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So pretty much they give us the broad topic, but they don't take off anything off the syllabus. Did you notice that?
Yes, sir.
So basically nothing not coming off. So I don't see why they gave us the broad topic, because this is literally the whole math syllabus. Can't see what they take off. Do you see what they take off?
No, sir.
No. So I don't know why they give us this. But anyway, we can use it as a guide, and I have a strong feeling, Alia, that the best paper to use to review is the 2019 paper. Oh, last week we had went through the 2021, but I remember you said that I didn't send it with the answers, don't it?
Yes, sir.
Let me send the 2021 with the answer here. I send it in a Zoom chat so you can download it, all right?
Okay, sir.
All right. So here it is, the 2021. Everything that we did with the answers them there now on it, all right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're not going back through this, but it's now there. So just waiting another 4 minutes for others to join so we can start. By the way, today we're going for 2 hours. So we want to go through the full 2019 and just share some tips of also what you can expect to come, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you have English tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
How are you feeling for English?
I'm feeling okay.
Feeling good. I love that. All right. And you did the best subject in CSEC, of course, today, accounts. You're going to do the second best on Wednesday, math, right?
Sir.
All right. And after you do mathematics, which other paper do you have to do?
I have chemistry and HSB the other week.
Chemistry and HSB. That will be next week, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The same day.
Same day, both of them?
Yes, sir.
My gosh, how they set up your timetable so man? Man, they set up your timetable really rough. But the good thing is so far you've been going through and you're okay, right?
Yes, sir.
That's the most important thing. All right. So let me start. Oh, by the way, you see it in the chat, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, you downloaded it. Good. All right, good evening, Camelia.
Good evening, sir.
How are you doing?
I am nervous.
Nervous. Okay, understood. All right. So far, how has exams been going?
Well, actually, my first exam starts tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay, English. All right, no problem. All right, you ready for English, right?
I'm getting there.
Get in there. And then Math Wednesday, feel good?
Yes, I am very confident about it.
Good. Love that. All right, good evening, Damari.
Good evening, sir.
All right, how you doing?
I'm up, sir.
First time with us?
No, sir.
Here last week?
But I can't stress me out today.
I can't stress you out today. All right, I understand. All right, don't worry, math will be better, all right?
Hopefully, sir.
All right, hopefully, yeah. Not hopefully, definitely. All right?
All right, sir.
Definitely, yes. All right? Really hurts me to hear you say accounts was painful because accounts is a nice C6 subject. But that's how it is sometimes. Then, of course, math is the second nicest C6 subject. All right, so we're just waiting for others to join. Oh, by the way, let me just re-upload it in the chat. Last week we had worked out the 2021 paper. So Camelia, I want you to go in the chat and download the 2021 paper I just post, all right? Good evening, Amelia.
Sir,
All right, how are you doing, Amelia? Yes, Alia, go ahead.
sir, some persons are saying that they're not able to join the meeting.
Not able to join?
Yes, sir.
All right, why they're not able to join?
I don't know.
I'm not sure why they're not able to join. Man. I'm really not sure. I'm doing good, Amelia. Thank you for asking. And how was foods, Amelia, last week? Was okay. Good. All right, so foods was good. Good to hear. All right, I'm not sure why they're not getting in. What I'd say is tell them that they can maybe refresh the page. If they're trying to log in from the site, refresh the page. And if they're logging in from the link I sent in the chat, maybe just refresh it. And then that should work. So I'm not sure why. but that should work, all right? All right, Ali, you can tell him that for me?
Okay, sir, I just did.
All right, thank you. All right, so the first thing, Camelia, is, and Damari, as you can see right here, Amelia, this was the paper that we did last week, 2021. But the answer them dip on it, right? So whenever you want to go back through last year paper, at least you have the answers with it now, right? That's okay? That's
Yes,
all right?
sir.
Yeah, and as I said, it's in the chat. So all you have to do is download it. So now today, we're going to go through 2019. Why I choose 2019 is because for some reason, trust me, I just have a gut feeling the paper gonna resemble 2019. I have a strong, strong, strong feeling. So if it's one past paper you do, for paper 2, it's 2019. I have a strong feeling. Now, I want us to just look at the broad topics that CXC sent out. This one that says right here, number 1, fractions, decimal, percentage, ratio, consumer arithmetic. All of this is going to come in question 1. All of this is just coming in which one?
Question
1. Good. So let's go through this 2019 paper here now and look at how they give us this in question 1. So guys, to start the paper, nobody should be working out no fraction. The first thing you need to do is take out a calculator. What did I say? Nobody should be what? Working out a fraction. Okay?
Okay,
Now,
sir.
you cannot put everything in the calculator one time. So what you need to do is work out the numerator part first. Work out the numerator part first in the calculator. So you're going to put press shift, fraction button 2, 1/4, minus, shift, fraction button 1 and 3/5. That allows us to be able to put in a mixed number. So when you put in a mixed number, we get 13/20. After you get 13/20, then you divide that by 3. So you can now put 13/20 divided by 3. That's going to give you the answer, 13/60. Now, as I said, everybody is capable of working this out. But listen why you don't want to work it out. By just putting it in the calculator, you're done already. 1 quick mark there, 1 quick mark there, that's your 2 marks. That's why it says using a calculator or by working it out. But you should choose to use the calculator, okay?
Yes, sir.
So that one was fractions. The next part now is decimals. Remember, looking at the broad topics and see how they ask the questions. Fractions, decimals, percentage, ratio, consumer arithmetic. That's number 1. So number 1, this is now decimals. All you're going to do is take out your calculator and put in 2.14 sine 75, close the bracket. Bam. But then it says round off your answer to 2 decimal place. But because the 7 is greater than 5, we're going to round it up to 2.07, don't?
Yes, sir.
And that's it, done. Bam, easy 1 mark so far. All right, so I'm just highlighting the different topics. Remember, question 1, see there, this one is the fraction. This one right here is the decimal. Remember what them say coming in question 1, look at your broad topics, fractions, decimal. Something with percentages need to come, something with ratio, then something with consumer. Let's see the next part. This part right here now, this is consumer arithmetic. Consumer arithmetic is anything to deal with money, don't it? Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So this is consumer arithmetic. So Camelia, can you go ahead and read this question for us? Can you read this question for us, Camelia? All right, not hearing Camelia. All right. In the interest of time, I'll read the question. So it says Irma's take-home pay is $4,320 per fortnight. And fortnights for everybody is every 2 weeks. Each fortnight, Irma's pay is allocated according to the following table. So them just drop a box like this is like Irma's budget. So it shows how much money Irma make every 2 weeks, and this is how she spend our money. So Irma, first thing Irma have to do is she have to take out our savings. She have to pay other expenses like our gas, our light bill, and other things. Her food is $6.29 and her rent is X. Now let's hear what them say. Them say, what is Irma's annual take-home pay? What does the word annual mean?
Every year, sir, which is
Every year, very good. So how much money Irma make for the year? Now look at this. They told us that Irma get paid every 2 weeks. So since she get paid every 2 weeks, that means she get paid how many times for the year? If there are 52 weeks in a year, Irma gets paid
52 divided by 2.
Divide by 2, very good, which is 26. So Irma gets paid 26 times for the year.
Sir,
She
why
get
did we
paid-
divide by 2?
All right, very good question. Why did we divide it by 2? Because she don't get paid every week, Alia. She get paid what? Every 2 weeks. See it? Make sense?
Sir, so how we know it's every 2 weeks?
Oh, the question told us. Let's go back at the start. Read it for me, Alia. Irma's take-home pay is?
$4,320 per fortnight every 2 weeks. All
See it
right.
now?
Yes, sir.
So every 2 weeks, Irma get that pay. So every 2 weeks means she get paid 26 times for the year. So now we can work out her pay. So her annual salary, that's the word I will use instead of say take-home pay. Her annual salary is 4,320. Don't multiply it by 26. Let us put that in a calculator. 4,320 times 26. Bam. That's her year pay. 112,320. And remember, when they give these questions, it's in Eastern Caribbean dollars. So if you want to say how many Jamaican that is, multiply it by 55. I think 1 EC is like 55 Jamaican. Somebody Google it and tell me. I don't know. I might be wrong. I think it's somewhere about 55. 1 EC to Jamaican dollars. All right. Now the second part of the question, it says determine the amount of money that Irma allocates for rent each month. So determine the amount of money which you spend on rent each month. All right. Now, guys, that's a very good question, and I'm going to show you why it's a very good question. Notice that this is how much you pay, this is how much you take out every 2 weeks, don't?
Yes, sir.
Good. But that's our rent. That's our rent right there. So look at this. What we're saying then is, look what we're saying then. What we're saying then is our rent, X, plus our food money, $6.29, plus, let's continue, our rent plus our food money, plus our other living expense, plus our saving is 4,320, don't?
Yes, sir.
So let's write it down. So X plus 629 plus other expenses plus 1,750, that add up to our total pay every fortnight, $4,320. So to find X, X and 2X is 3X. 629, yes, Roger, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I want to solve this question, sir. So you'll add 629 to the 1,750. I want to calculate that.
Yes, so that's what we're doing. So add it 629 plus 1750, and we get that amount, right?
Yes, sir.
Good.
2,379. Then when you get the 2,379, sir, you're going to get X by itself.
So we need to make X by itself. So bring the 2379 to the other side.
Yes, sir, by subtraction.
Good.
Then you'll simplify that, sir, with the
Okay.
answer.
Okay, so let's do that.
All right, sir.
So do that.
Sir, what did you say, sir?
Yeah, so we'll do that. So what we'll do next?
All right, sir. You'll divide both sides by 3.
Very good. We divide both sides by 3. So X equal now, divide it by 3, which is 647. So that's $647. Now, guys, this question, I'm telling you the honest truth, is very poorly worded. This is what CXC want you to give them. But let me tell you why this is poorly worded. Can somebody illustrate to me why this is a poorly worded question?
All right, sir. Because they don't state it, sir. Like say, this the question itself. Emma takes home that per fortnight every 2 weeks.
Very good. That's why it's a poor question. Guys, it's a poor question because it tells us that this is how we should allocate every 2 weeks. Now, guys, in a month, it could be 5 weeks in the month or 4 weeks in the month. So it's bad to assume that you double the amount you allocate every 2 weeks for rent. We don't know if this right here is what you take out every 2 weeks for rent. So the true rent is supposed to be a doubling, don't?
Yes, sir.
Because in a month, she double her pay. But this is the answer that CXC wanted. So that's why I'm saying it's a poorly worded question, because this is not the amount you actually pay per month. But that's the answer CXC wanted. Really and truly, they just wanted you to find X. So it's a poorly worded question, okay?
Yes, sir.
Because they put fortnight in the question and then them asking for month. But we can't infer that what she took out was for the month, when really and truly it says she take that out every 2 weeks. So we don't know. That's a poorly worded question. But no problem. And also we cannot assume that it's 2 fortnights make a month. Okay, no problem. So Alia, let's go back through it. So Alia, look at this up at the top up here, right?
Yes, sir.
So we're saying when you add all of them here for the month, it must add up to what? 4,320, don't?
Yes, sir.
So that's what we're doing there. So add up everything and it must add up to 4,320. And then all we're trying to do now is find X, don't?
Yes, sir.
Because X is rent. So you add X and 2X, that give you 3X, right?
Yes, sir.
Then Alia, look what we do. Add 629 and 1750 to get this. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Then we need to make X the subject. So I have to bring over that number to the right side. Agree?
Yes, sir.
I'll do that by subtraction. Then when you get 3X equal, when you do the subtraction, you get 1941. To make X the subject, you have to divide by 3 on both sides, don't?
Yes, sir.
Then that gives us X. So you cool with that?
Yes, sir.
Cool. All right. Now let's have a look at this question here. It says, Alia, read it for me.
It says all of Irma's savings is used to pay her son's university tuition, which is $150,000. If Irma's pay remains the same and she saves the same amount each month, what is the minimum number of years that she must work in order to save enough money to cover her son's tuition cost?
Very good, thank you. So Alia read it so beautiful for us there. No, I'm not gonna read it so nice. I'm just gonna pick out what we need. It says that the tuition is 150,000. Guys, notice this, you know. Irma save $1,750 every 2 weeks, don't
Yes,
it?
sir.
Yes, sir.
So what we're saying then is that how much Irma will save a year? Multiply it by 26 to see how much you save in a year, don't?
Yes, sir.
So multiply it by 26. Look what we're saying. 1750 times 26. Bam. That's 45,500. That's how much Irma saved per year. So we want to know how much year she have to save so she can make her son's tuition. So look what we're saying then. So we're saying 45,500, that's for 1 year. But if we multiply it by n, where n is the number of years, we need it to equal to 150,000. Isn't that so? Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Wait, sir, question. Why
Why
do you
26?
multiply 26, sir?
Why do I multiply by 26? How
Yes,
many
sir.
weeks in a year?
Oh, it's the same.
The
is it from
question told us already. It's the
Alright,
same
so
question, you know.
all right, sir. Because
Remember, we already said that Irma get paid 26 times for the year, don't?
yes, sir.
We can multiply by 24.
Oh, I get it
See
now.
now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So guys, Irma get paid 26 times for the year. It's not 24. If she get paid 24 times, she get robbed a couple times. But we don't want Irma get robbed, so she get paid 26 times. So now we're gonna just divide by 45,500. Let's do the division now. So you put that in a calculator. 150,000 divided by 45,500. Bam. That work out to be 3.3. So n equal 3.3 years. So that's how long it's going to take. It really going to take, in order to cover, notice it says cover. In reality, actually taking, if you want to round off, maybe some persons might say 4 years. 4 years is valid, 3.3 years, or you can even put 4 years. 4 years will cover it. All right, so Irma will have to save 3.3 years, but look how you work out 0.3 years. How many months make a year? How many months make a year? 12, don't?
Yeah, 12, sir. 12.
Multiply 0.3 times 12, and you get 4. So what we're saying then, it would take Irma 3 years and 4 months to cover her son tuition. Okay? I know I spelled tuition wrong, but that's fine. Good with that?
Yes.
So guys, notice that this question right here, it covered everything in consumer arithmetic, but we didn't see no ratios, and we didn't see no percentage question. Now guys, so Roger, I just uploaded in the chat the last year paper that we went through. Last year paper had ratios and percentage. So guys, if you want to see about ratio and percentage, just go in the chat and download this paper that I had put in the chat stream. So download it for me, please, all right? You seeing it in the chat, right? I'll upload it for the persons who
Oh, sir, I
joined.
don't,
Yes,
I'm not
yeah,
seeing it in the chats, sir.
you may
I'm
have
not,
joined a little late, so let me upload it right there. So uploading it again in the stream. It named 2021 CSEC workout. All right,
okay,
good. So it's now in the stream. So let's go now, guys. Let's go. So that covers question 1 from 2019. Now we're on to question 2. Now, guys, so far we look at everything that gonna come in question 1 from 2019 and 2021 paper. Now, question 2 gonna cover these topics. It's gonna cover laws of indices. It's gonna cover linear and quadratic expressions, and it's gonna cover formulas. Notice I did not click on direct and inverse variation. Direct and inverse variation that gonna come either in question 4 or 6. So this right here not gonna come in question 2. It's labeled as algebra for number 2, but this not gonna come in question 2, okay? Notice in red, that part in red don't come in question 2. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So what coming in question 2 is what we underline in blue. Indices, linear and quadratic expressions, and formulas. Those are what's coming in question 2, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, can you somewhat repeat all of what you just said a while ago, because I just get into the class?
All right, let me repeat what I just said. What I said was in question 2, what's gonna be coming on Wednesday is everything we underline in blue for the broad topic. So let me write it, question 2. In red, that one won't come in question 2, okay?
Okay.
All right, cool.
Noted.
Noted, good. All right, so ready, let's go. So question 2 here that we're looking at, the question gonna look similar to this. All right, so looking similar to this now, this right here is laws of indices. So laws of indices tell us when the bases are the same, what can we do when we multiply? Add the powers, very good. So first we multiply 3 times 4 to get 12. And then this gonna become P to the 2 plus 5 because the base are the same. So we add the power, so it's 12P to the 7. That's our answer, all right? Cool it that?
yeah.
So this is laws of indices here. Now this question right here, another law of indices question. 3x over 4y cubed divided by 21x squared over 20y squared. Now this question is, remember, we'll go back to, well, we would have done GSAT. Everyone did GSAT, don't it?
Yes, sir.
GSAT. So GSAT days don't get to divide by fractions. What we do is that we change the sign after the division to what? Multiplication. Then we reciprocate the fraction after the division sign, don't?
Yes, sir.
That's what we do. Very good. Now, when you get to this stage, there's 2 ways you can answer the question. I'll show us the 2 ways. So I'm labeling it method 1 here and method 2 here, because depending on how you like to work out questions, you'll see it differently. So let's say you like to just multiply across, because multiplying fractions, you multiply numerators, then you multiply denominators. So you'd say 3 times 20 is 60. X times y squared is just xy squared over 4 times 21 is 84. And then x squared times y cubed is just x squared y cubed. But then we notice that, well, one of the x in the numerator gonna cancel out one of the x from the denominator, and the y squared in the numerator gonna cancel out y squared from the denominator, and that just leave y, don't?
Yes, sir. X, Y.
Now 60 over 84, you can simplify that in your calculator. You don't even have to work that out. You can simplify it in a calculator. 60 over 84.
15 over 21, sir. When I
15
simplify.
over 20. Now see calculator there, 5 over 7. You can go some more. So 5
Right.
over 7. All right, so just put it in a calculator. Don't even, to save time, just put in the calculator, all right? So that would be 5 over 7 xy. So that's the answer. The 5 over 7 xy. Cool?
Oh, that is when you divide the 60 and 84, you say, right?
Repeat.
When you divide the 60 and 84, that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, 60 divided by 84 gave us 5 over 7. All right?
Cool.
All right, now let's look at method 2 quickly. Method 2 is, many of us learn how to cancel diagonally. So you could have said 3 into itself goes 1 time, then 3 into 21 goes 7 times. We
Yes,
all
sir.
see that method, right?
Yes, sir.
And then you can also say 4 into itself 1 time and 4 into 20 5 times. Then we can cancel diagonally again and say x into itself 1 and x into x squared x, right?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
then
sir.
y squared into itself 1 and y squared into y cubed leave y, don't?
Yes, sir.
You multiply all those pretty numbers at the top. 1 times 1 times 5 times 1 is just 5 over, multiply all the numbers at the bottom. 1
7xy.
times y, 7xy. So as you
Number
can
from the
see,
correlator them, sir.
yes. So
Sir.
whichever way. Yes, go ahead.
Sir, that was a little fast.
Basically, you just showed us two different ways of getting the answer.
Yeah, I just showed us 2 ways. M1 mean
Okay.
method 1, M2 mean method 2, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, so we can choose any method that we want to work out the question. All right, it doesn't matter. All right, now this question, as I said, it's really testing laws of indices. All right, so part I and II is testing law of indices. So remember, as we're doing the question, I'm looking at the broad topic to show you what's coming where. So remember, question 2 gonna have indices, linear and quadratic expression and equation, and transposition of formulas. So far, we'll cover the law of indices from question 2. Now, it's going down. The next one right here now. This is formulas. They told us this is coming. See it here, formulas. We need to solve for x. So it's literally transposition. Make x the subject. Now, whenever you get fractions, right? Let's say I gave you the fraction 1 over 4 plus 2 over 3. How you add them two fractions there? How add them?
You do the numerator first.
Yeah, just
Yes,
add
sir.
the numerators.
Find
And
the
then you
No,
just
no,
put
you
them
find-
to the
of the
Find
equal.
the LCM.
Oh, yes, you find the LCM.
Find
yes,
the
that is true.
LCM.
That
How do you
is
get LCM between 4 and 3?
the two denominators? Then you just multiply them.
Multiply them. Very good. You touched the
Right.
point. That's all I wanted to hear.
Right.
So the first thing we're going to do is to get the LCM between 7x minus 1 and x, you have to multiply them. So the LCM is just 7x minus 1 multiplied by x, okay?
Yes, sir.
So
Oh.
multiply them. You have to do that. You have to.
Here is another method for this, or this is the one.
All right, one method here. LCM is the
Okay.
only method. Yes, Roger, go ahead.
Sir, I was just wondering why you add it by a quarter.
Repeat.
Why you add a quarter by 2/3, sir? I was just trying to.
All right, now, before I started the questions, I'm using an analogy technique, Roger, so we understand this question. The analogy was, first thing I use an example that we know how to do with numbers, adding two fractions. Then we saw how we got the LCM. So then we're translating that knowledge now to this question of how we find the LCM of this expression here, okay?
Oh, I
So it
get
has
it.
nothing to do with the question, it's just an analogy technique, all right?
All right, sir.
So now look at this right here. So now we have 7x minus 1 to go into this denominator. 7x minus 1 into this denominator, leave the x, don't?
Yeah.
So multiply 3 times x here. Plus, then we're going to say x into the denominator down here. Leave the 7x minus 1, don't?
Sir, go back over that, please.
Yeah, that one that
Alright.
moved fast a while ago.
All right, no problem.
Almost catch it.
All right, let me use numbers and we're going to follow. Look again, look again with numbers. 1/4 plus 2/3. LCM is 12. You'd say 4 into 12 goes 3 times, don't?
Yes,
Right,
sir.
right.
Multiply
right.
3 times 1. Everybody good with that. So 3
Yeah.
times 1 there. Plus 3 into 12, 4 times.
4. 2, 4,
It's
yes.
4 times 2 here, don't?
Yeah.
That's true.
Follow now. So we say 7x minus 1 into this denominator, leave x. You leave x, right?
Oh, you're not gonna leave. Oh, so I said.
So
Sir, because you cancel out the 7x up there and the
cancel
7.
x minus 1, yes.
That's a leave X.
So we just multiply 3 times x now, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Now
sir.
x into this denominator, the x now is going to cancel, right?
Yeah.
So now it's going to leave 7x minus 1, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
But 1 times anything is just that
Yeah,
thing, right?
Yeah, what same thing.
So
Yes, sir.
we
All
can
right,
just
hold on. May I get where you're saying? What are you using? You're using a tablet or a mouse?
I'm using a tablet or a mouse. How does that matter?
Yeah, because it's when you move over, I'm not seeing what it. I'm just seeing things appearing, but not really. Follow you. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm using.
I have to listen to what you say and I look.
Okay,
I'm
no
gonna see
problem.
that
I'm
thing.
using a writing pad.
Okay, that's why.
All right.
All right.
All right. So look what we're doing now. So you follow with what's in the numerator, right?
Right. You can go back quickly. I don't know if you can do that because I'm seeing your pencil now showing. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Because I took mine off the writing pad so you can see the pencil. So what we did was to say x into this denominator. The x's would cancel, don't?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That would leave the 7x minus 1.
Right.
So then
Yeah.
we multiply the 7x minus 1 times 1. Good?
Yeah.
Then we put that down here. That's all the fractions, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you get to this stage now, because we have a fraction, what do we learn to do when we have? So over here is a fraction, but over the right side is not a fraction. So just put the 0 over 1, don't?
Mm-hmm.
Then in this case, can't we
Yeah.
cross multiply now?
Yes, sir.
Find x, we can cross multiply. So cross multiplying, we'll get 3x plus 7x minus 1. All of that is multiplied by 1. And it's equal to the 7x minus 1
1
times x times 0. But
Mhm.
anything times 0 is what?
Is 0.
0.
0. So let's put 0 there, so now don't?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now we can just solve this for x now. Get easy now, don't?
Mm-hmm.
Because now 3x plus 7x is just 10x minus 1. That's equal to 0 now, don't?
0. Yes, sir.
So 10x equal 1. And so then we
Yeah.
divide both sides by 10, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
divide
Oh,
both-
we are trying to get the x by itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So you get
Right.
So that allows us to get x by itself. So x is 1 over 10.
It's coming like transpose in a way.
That's what we said before we did the
Sir,
question.
yeah, clean.
We said.
Sir, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, you said that for
That's
sure.
what we said.
Yeah, for real.
Yes, go ahead.
You're keeping any class tomorrow?
Well, no, I won't be able to keep any class tomorrow. Today is the last day for CSEC.
All right.
All right, yeah. All right, so right here, this right here, as I can see, it was a topic, transposition of formulas. All right, so remember we said all of these that are underlined in blue, that's what's coming on the test tomorrow in question 2. Everything here underlined in blue coming. So far we look at indices and transposition of formula.
Hold on. Which test we talking about? CSEC?
CSEC,
Sir,
tomorrow
that's on
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
No
Tomorrow
Wednesday, man.
Wednesday, man.
When I said tomorrow,
Oh,
what
okay, we
I'm
get you. The day after tomorrow. The day
Yeah.
after tomorrow. All right, we understand. All right,
tomorrow,
good.
Wednesday, guys. If the test was Friday and I said tomorrow, I mean tomorrow, Friday. I mean, when is the maths test? Yeah. So when you do a question like this, yeah, when you do a question like this, I want everybody to check the answer. Don't just get your answer and leave it. Everybody have a calculator. You can check your answer. When you put in x in the original equation, what you're supposed to get on the right side?
The answer.
The answer, which is what? No, 0 this.
Yeah, 0.
So let's plug in x and see if we get 0. So we're going to press fraction button. 3/7, and x will say is 1/10 minus 1 plus fraction button 1/x will say is 1/10. So we're supposed to get 0. Let's click equal and see if we get 0. Yes, we get 0. So no answer correct.
So instead of doing the workout, we can just start with that in the exam.
No, this is just to check your answer.
But this can probably save us time. You understand?
No, I don't understand. How are you gonna save your time? You find the answer already. You're just checking back your answer.
Just check. You just have to check back for make sure that you get 0.
Yeah, we're just checking if you
Can I get 0, something wrong with it, sir?
Yes, that's all I'm saying. If you don't get back 0, then you know you'd have made a mistake and they need to fix it. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay, so we will have our next class like this tomorrow.
All right, no.
The day before, the day after.
All right, guys, we can't have a class tomorrow because Pure Math is Wednesday as well. And I teach Pure Math, so I have a Pure Math class tomorrow. So today is the last day of the CSEC math class.
Jaja.
Okay.
All right? So that is the reason why we can't have a class tomorrow. So let's just cover as much as we can. All right, we're going up to 9, you know, so let's maximize our time. So let's look at this part now, part C. It says when a number x is multiplied by 2, the result is squared and give a new number y. So I know I don't read as pretty as Alia, but that's fine. Let's just hear what them say happened. You have a number x first, don't?
Yes, sir.
And then they say next thing you do is you multiply it by 2. So we can put a 2 in front of the x now, right? Right?
Yes.
Then they say the result is squared. So that means when you multiply 2 and x, that number where you get, you then square it. And then them say when we square it, we'll call that new number y. So that's going to write y equal 2x all squared. That's the expression for y in terms of x. Everyone okay with that?
That's
Yes.
it. So that's it.
That's it.
That's a 1 mark. A 1 mark.
Sir, you can go over that again, please.
All right, let's go back through it
In
again.
real life, really? Okay.
Yes, that's it. So let's go back through it slow. Let me take it off. Follow what it says, you know, it says when a number x, write down the number x first. The number is then what? Multiplied by 2. So put times 2 there. When you multiply the number times 2, them say the result is squared. So the answer we get for multiplying them, let me change the color. That number we get, that result, you square it. Then them say that new number, we'll call it y. That's it.
So,
Yeah.
so why the y couldn't go up on the right hand side?
If you want, right? it, I see.
Doesn't matter. Look, if you say 5 equal 2 plus 3, or you say 2 plus 3 equal 5, it don't matter. If you want to
Okay.
put the y, if you want to put the y over here, so that don't matter.
Okay. Because we
Right?
just follow us all the sentence back across.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
logical
Alright.
sequence,
Right.
yes, chronological order, y would be there. That's fine.
Alright,
That's
cool,
fine.
cool.
So of course you can simplify this, guys, just for simplicity and making your life easier. Remember, 2 squared is 4 and x squared is x squared. So we're saying y is 4x squared, okay? Just for simplicity.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Cool.
For real. Got you, got you.
All right, now the next part that's going to come on the exam is linear equations. Look how this gonna come in handy now. Linear equations, this part 2. So it says determine the 2 values of x that satisfy the equation y equal x and the equation derived in CI.
Sure, no, see, I like question.
You're not seeing all of the question? What do you mean? You can't see CI and CII?
No, it look like them have the to you up now, and your video up, it look like them have that in the way. What they mean for do is move that part out of the way. You know, you don't see the chat.
Yes, sir, yeah, move the body out of the way, like
Yeah,
care
man.
about the field.
Yeah, carry it over, man. That's why you can't see the whole thing. I understand what you're asking.
Oh, okay. So this is
Yeah.
better?
No, man, no, you are right. I'm just saying that the chat on the right hand side, you will see
this.
you. Right. So
Oh,
may I tell them
okay.
to move it on for them side, not your side. Your
Okay,
side good.
thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
man, yeah,
Thank
man.
you. All right. Can you see the question now?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So now the second part is determine the 2 values of x that satisfy the equation y equal x and the equation derived in CI. This is linear equation, but it's linear simultaneous equation. So notice, guys, it says satisfy y equal x and the equation derived in CI. The equation in CI is y equal 4x squared. The next equation they give us now is y equal x. Now I'm gonna ask us a question that sounds crazy. Why not equal y?
Yeah, come on.
Repeat
sense.
it.
Yeah.
Look what I'm saying. If this is y and this is y, then the 2 of these things they must equal.
Equal because it just as say it all right now the question. So.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
all we're then saying is x equal 4x squared. Tell me if everybody follow that line.
Yes, sir.
Go run back over that one there, please.
All right, look. This x represents y. Isn't y equal to x?
Mm-hmm.
And this 4x squared, isn't that y?
Yeah. I just do
And
yeah.
if y equal y, then x equal 4x squared.
Oh, logics.
See it now? Yeah. So that is why x equal 4x squared. So now we can solve this equation. To solve this equation, we're going to have to bring all the x on one side. So let's bring the
And
4x.
carry the y on the next side. Yes, same transpose thing.
So bring over 4x squared to the left. So x minus 4x squared equals 0. Now, this is where we're going to have to remember factorization. The 2 terms have x in common, don't?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have to put the x then.
So we can factor out a x. If we factor out x, x divided by x leave what? 1.
1. Yeah.
And then 4x squared divided by x leave what?
4 squared.
4x.
Yeah.
Good. So we're saying then that is either x equals 0 or, all right, 1 second, Kian, or 1 minus 4x equals 0. Yes, Kian, go ahead and ask a question now.
Sir, good night. I don't understand anything there. So you can start all over, please.
All right, no problem. So, Kian, follow now. The equation in part 1 that was derived was 4x squared. So this is the equation CI. The equation CI is y equal 4x squared. Follow with that, Kian?
Yes, sir.
In the
And
second equation
is-
given,
This is the
y.
follow-up. This is the follow-up for the previous question.
Yes, follow up for
Right.
the previous question.
All right.
And then they said now y equal x. Right, Kian?
Yes, sir.
Now, Kian, follow now. If y equal y, right? If y equal y, then 4x squared now must equal x. Nice, don't it? You
Yes,
follow?
sir.
I think you need to move your pencil while you're explaining that cash now.
Yeah,
Just a
true.
look.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
true,
was just about
Yeah.
to say that.
Yeah, man, use the
All right, the
pencil
pencil was in the
over
way.
it.
All right,
Yeah.
so look what I'm saying. All right, so follow. The pencil is no longer there, right?
Yes, no longer there, but we want to see it now.
All right, look. So look what I'm saying. This is y. So y equal 4x squared and y equal x. Guys, look, if y equal x, can't you replace now this y with x right there if y equal x? Can't we move that y and put the x there so? Because y
you
is
can do
equal
it the
to x.
opposite way.
Y
too.
equal x. So x and y is the same value, don't?
Yes,
Mhm.
sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
can't we replace this first y value then with x?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So can it make sense now?
So that's why this question
Yes,
asks, that's why the question asks determine the two values of x. that
Oh, it
satisfy
just
the
said
equation.
two values because you're gonna get two answers for x.
Yeah, x equals 0 or 1 minus 4x.
Very
Equals
good. So
0.
this is the two answers we lead up to. But this part now finished. The 1 minus 4x equals 0 now finished. If we bring over the 4x to say 1 equals 4x, then divide both sides by 4. So in that case, we get x equal to a quarter.
A quarter.
All right. So those are the two answers, x equals 0 or x equal a quarter. Those are the two values of x that will satisfy both equations, okay? Everyone's okay with this?
Don't fully
Yeah.
get it still, but you know, move on.
Can move on, all right.
Yeah. We don't fully
All
get
right,
it,
no
but
problem.
yeah.
All right. So that's number 2.
Sorry, hold on. Is there a way, well, even though it's a follow-up question from the other one, but is there a way you could have used a different example because too much x and y and you know it kind of confused the word.
A different example with simultaneous equation.
Right, with the linear equation.
Linear equation. All right,
Right.
so look what I want you to do. The last year paper had a similar example. We worked that out last week. So what I want you to do is download the paper from the chat and go through it. So when we finish, go through this paper. Go through this paper before that we did last week, and that should clear up the similarities that you're going to see from the paper we're doing now, all right?
All right.
So look at it. It have all of the answers.
Sir,
written
can
on
we
it.
send the link for the paper, please?
Resend it in the chat. All right, no problem. I'm gonna post it in the chat again. Guys, the last time this I'm bringing it up, so it named 2021 CSEC workout. All right, so that's when we went through that full paper last week. We went through last year paper in full. So it should be, it finished now, so we should be able to see it. Cool? So everyone download that from the chat for me, please. So have all the working on it now, all right? Cool?
Sir,
Which
this
chat?
paper,
It's
this
in
paper in the
the
chat, sir.
which chat? The
In the
WhatsApp?
chat. No, in
Remember,
the
so
Zoom chat right here.
Oh,
You can click on the Zoom chat,
okay,
yeah, click
okay.
Zoom
On the
chat.
Zoom.
Yeah,
Okay,
on the
okay.
Zoom. Yeah.
Okay,
All right, now guys, you see question 3 now. Question 3 is going to test us on transformation geometry. That's what question 3 tests is, transformation geometry and solving triangles. That's question 3.
Yeah, I forgot send back the link in a sec. I know in there because some person.
Remember,
look
say we
at-
have a hard copy, Joshua. Remember, we have a hard
No,
copy.
no link. It's in the Zoom. All right. It have to save to your computer. Or
Him have a hard
phone.
copy already. Him not worry about that.
For people who are just joining.
Oh.
All right. All right. All right, ready. Let's continue. So question 3, guys, I underline it in, let me use a different color. I'm using, so let me use black here. So question 3, I underline them in black. This is the 2 topic that gonna come in question 3. Transformation, geometry, and solving triangles. Solving triangles is Pythagoras theorem and trig ratios. Those are the 2 topics in question 3 coming this year, all right? Cool?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Guys, since I gave us the broad topic, that means we don't have to worry about part A. Constructing triangles, this not coming this year. Unfortunately, that's so sad.
Yes,
Said
sir.
it's not coming.
Yeah, could you go back
It's
to your
not
previous
coming.
screen?
All the better. That's nice.
Thank
So
you,
we don't
sir.
have
It's not coming, sir.
Nice
Yeah,
one.
we don't need to know how
Blood.
to construct a triangle. It's not coming this year.
Okay, sir. That's good.
But that one here, the killer come, the graph.
This is coming now. This is known as transformation geometry.
Yeah, that one here, the killer. Yeah.
So this now part B is transformation geometry. Now transformation geometry is 4 topics, guys, but you don't know which of the 4 is coming. Remember the 4 transformation geometry can either be translation, it can be rotation, it can be reflection, or it can
Yeah.
be enlargement.
So you do 3 of them. You do 4 of them, sir.
So we don't know which one is coming. All right,
Yes,
now,
sir.
as I
4 of
said,
them.
all right, so let me finish. So I'm saying right here, the last year paper would have covered enlargement and
Right.
rotation. So this year, this paper is going to cover rotation and reflection. If you want to see enlargement work out, again, it's going to be in the last year paper that we did already. We won't have enough time to go through all 4 of them. But last year paper would have covered enlargement. All right? Cool. So that means we're going to have to look at the last year working out.
Yes, sir.
Going through this paper. All right, so let's go. So this question right here, it says triangle ABC with vertices A11, B14, C31 is shown in the diagram below. And they are now asking us, ABC is mapped onto LMN by a reflection in the x-axis followed by a reflection in the y-axis. Draw and label triangle LMN. So notice it's 2 reflections, don't it?
Yeah.
2 reflections. You're gonna reflect it first in the x-axis, then you're gonna reflect it in the y-axis.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh,
So the
yeah.
x-axis is a mirror line. So guys, look, x-axis is a mirror line. What do you know about a mirror line? If something reflects, it's gonna be equal distance from the mirror line, don't?
Yeah, equal distance. Yeah.
So if this is A, then when you reflect it in the x-axis, this is gonna be A prime, don't?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And if this is C, then this is gonna be C prime, don't? And if B the all the way up here, so which is 1, 2, it is, let me bring up the
Way
arrow.
down, probably down to 4. Probably down to 4.
4. Gone to -4.
4, right.
-4.
No, guys, that's just the first reflection.
But
So
now
reflect
what
it in the X. Now this triangle, what we get now, this little triangle we get, we need to now reflect that in the Y, right?
Yes, sir. Go over.
So we're gonna go over now. So let's draw the Y. This is the Y axis. So let's reflect it. So if this is A prime, then A prime would be here, so, right? We're not gonna label it as A prime prime, and they say label as LMN. So you're gonna label it as
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to follow the sequence.
Yes, you have to follow.
It's the
what
A,
they tell
B,
you to
C.
do.
So you have to follow the same sequence. Right.
Yes.
So A would have be L and C would have be, where's the L and M?
M.
N, C gonna be N then.
Right.
So if this is B prime, right here, so gonna be M.
Mm-hmm.
And then C prime,
C would have be N for November.
good. So C
Right.
prime will be N. All right. So that's at 3, so negative 3 right here. That is
Mhm.
N.
I put the N. So you get two
Good.
reflection, but one of them just different with letters.
Yes. So this now is the answer that you want.
Yeah, this common like common sense, you know, because if you look yourself in the mirror, the same distance, it'll be
Exactly.
right.
But
So
when
you
you
do
look
that
on it from a
question,
different angle, yes, it
Exactly.
turn.
you just tell them C graph when you do that question, all right?
Really?
Yes,
That
Three
legal?
marks,
Yeah, tell them
please.
C graph, so they're gonna look at your graph on the screen to see your answer.
And that legal? Okay, all right.
Yeah, yeah, as in, you don't have anything else to write here. What you gonna tell them?
So I really 2 marks that first.
The answer above.
That two
The
reflections.
answer above, yes. So
The
tell them
two
C answer above. How much more marks you want for this? You don't do nothing.
Two more panic. Two more marks.
A
The
common
one
sense is
reflection on
true.
one graph and the other reflection on 1 mark, I mean.
Yeah, 1 mark for
Give
each
it 2 marks
reflection. We can't
each.
get more than 1
So,
mark.
sir, suppose then they
Yeah.
do it for the next one, as in the other axis. Above that. No, over the next side.
Yeah.
Yeah, do
No,
it
over
from
the next one,
LM.
above,
Yeah, do it
above.
from LMN.
This,
No, the next one, go over to your left now.
So the
No,
empty one, the empty spot.
the
go
empty
up,
spot.
go up.
Sir, go up.
Right,
Yeah,
yes,
up
sir,
this.
right.
Yeah.
What that would that be?
Then I do it from LMN, sir, from the x-axis then. Or the y-axis.
But they
anyway
don't
you
ask
want.
us, they don't ask us for
No,
nothing.
Him just a say.
We just
Oh.
say analogy.
Oh, yeah. What if they ask you to reflect
Up
LMN?
the so, yeah, up the
Yes,
so.
that'll be L prime, M prime.
Yeah,
N
then
prime.
you reflect here if they ask that.
Yeah.
And there, so would
Alright.
that be what? Y axis.
You can do it from anywhere, I think. No, either, yeah, X.
You
X.
can
No,
reflect.
for all the X.
X of 2. That'll be
It
X.
depends on what they ask you. You can reflect this in the Y to make it come back over here, or you can
Yeah.
reflect it above it. Don't matter.
Okay. All right. Good.
Right? Now, this is what I want us to focus on now. Serious time now. So this right here, I'm telling you, we see this, and sometimes we just get lost. No problem.
Yeah,
It
man,
says
last.
describe fully a single transformation that map ABC to LMN. So guys, let's look at it carefully. Let's do some critical analysis. To go from ABC to LMN, let's do some observations. So look what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring out the coordinates of each point. Notice that A was 1, 1, and L reach up a -1, -1. Agree with that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It equal from both negative and
Guys,
positive
if we
side.
reach it equal, it's still the same thing, but now we reach negatives, don't?
Right.
Let's follow B right here. B, what's the coordinate of B?
B. B,
No.
1, 4.
1, 4. What's the
Yeah,
coordinate?
One.
What's
1
the
and 4.
coordinate of M now?
-1 and -4.
-1, -4. Guys, think about it then. If we go from the positive of it to the negative of
The
it,
negative, yeah.
no rotation that.
Yeah,
We'll just
yeah,
rotate,
yeah.
we'll just rotate
For real.
180 degrees.
For
See
real.
that?
That's a complete
Yeah.
triangle.
So all we do is rotate 180 degrees. That's how we end up reach all the way over here. So rotate
Okay.
what? 180 degrees.
So you're saying from the positive go around to that negative side is 180.
Yes. From
So but
here,
suppose,
yeah.
so we had 270.
Repeat, suppose it's 270.
Oh,
No
we
problem.
don't.
Anti-clockwise.
They won't give you 270 though. They'll only give you 90-degree rotation
Or
or
180.
180 rotation. They
Got
won't
two
give you
nines. Got 2 9s are 18. Yeah.
They
So
won't give
180.
you, they won't give you 270, only 90 or 180 the syllabus specify, all right?
Okay.
So So in this case, look what you're gonna say. You're gonna say triangle ABC is mapped to triangle LMN
By rotation.
by a
Rotation.
keyword they're looking for now. You have to tell them it's a
180
180
degree
degrees rotation. That only give you 1 mark so far. You have to then tell them about the origin. Meaning the center of rotation is the origin.
Oh, so you have to say
Alright.
origin. About
So
the origin.
you have to say about the origin.
So the
Everything-
origin would have be ABC.
The origin
Right.
is 0, 0. That's the origin.
That's
On
the
a graph,
center, right?
Oh, the
The origin.
center. Yeah, the 0. Mhm. Yeah.
that's the origin,
For
0,
real,
0.
for real. Yeah, I remember that.
All right, that's always a center. So that's why we have to tell them that. That give you 2 marks, okay?
Look at that. 2 marks.
Now, guys, this part now rough. When they say state the 2 by 2 matrix. Now, some teachers will teach you to SWAT when it's 180 matrix, SWAT when it's 90-degree rotation. I don't teach you to SWAT the answer. I'm going to
Yeah.
teach you the matrix formula. This is the rotation matrix formula. This way you can never go wrong. It's cos theta, sine theta, minus sine theta, cos theta. This is the rotation matrix.
So the cost should have been the positive.
So now
the
look what you're
sine.
going to do. Follow. You're going to just put in theta as 180 degrees to get your matrix. So put cos 180 in your calculator, sine 180, then put negative sine 180, then put cos 180.
That's 180, yeah. So I just one I sign them 180 negative, I go negative.
Only one gone negative. Well, no, cos 180 is negative. Put in a
Okay.
calculator, cos 180.
Hold on. So the first one within the bracket is 180, is it?
Yes, 180. Because
Over-
isn't why did we put in 180? Isn't
Because
the
that
angle
180
of
degrees
rotation?
rotation.
Yeah, the angle when it rotated from the origin, right?
Good. So if the question was a
Yeah,
90
plus 180 say our negative 1.
If it was 90 now.
If
Right,
it
so-
was 90, then you'd put 90 as the angle here. They then put cos 90 if it was a 90-degree rotation, okay?
Sine
So sine
180,
180,
0.
0.
I'm just kind of wondering how you put a negative down there so and not a negative, like how you have it diagonal right there, so no.
That's just the formula. The formula is cos theta, sine theta, negative sine
It is
theta,
theta.
then cos theta.
Sir, you know,
So there's one negative.
matrix.
Repeat?
You get an identity matrix, sir, when you do that.
Well, it's not an identity matrix because it's not 1.
Oh, it have negative.
Negative
9.
1. Good. At least you're thinking about identity. That's fine. All right.
Sir, what is in the red brackets?
The red bracket. Oh, this is
Yeah.
cos 180, sine 180, negative sine 180, cos 180.
And this formula is for what?
This is the rotation. matrix
Rotation
formula.
Sir,
formula.
so why name
Alright.
that matrix
Yeah.
then when you do them, sir? Since a negative 1 then.
Repeat.
Why name of the matrix then when since a negative 1?
What's the name of this matrix?
Yeah.
This is they don't give it any special name. This is just the 180 degrees transformation matrix.
All right.
All right.
It's kind of puzzling because you see after that first cost we have right there, so the bracket, the formula I'm talking.
That's
Yeah, you see the one bit underneath that is have negative now, and you never have it diagonal to that sign. Why never be negative too?
All right, you see what you're doing? You're overthinking. I tell you, this is just the formula. Just know this formula. Don't
No.
Hold on this, sir.
I
You
know,
say,
but it's a question the formula still. I just
Yeah.
not that.
You say, sir, you say cost supposed to be negatives too. So I'm gonna say put in negative. Put in a man so we can know.
No, I said cos 180 is negative 1.
Oh,
That's what I said.
Basically, I understand. Once you punch it in the calculator, basically I get negative. So the formula don't require it have the negative, the two negatives, only the one negative. But once you throw in the cost 180, you will get a negative. That's why after the equal sign there, so you end up the diagonal. But
It is one.
either call it identity, but it is not. I get it.
Sir, how you put in the
Sir.
theta 180 in the calculator?
Or put in cos 180 in the calculator.
No, the theta.
No, you have to put that, man. You have to
You're
put
not
that.
gonna
Just
put
put
theta in
cost
the
and
calculator.
180.
You're gonna put cos, then what the theta is. We derived the theta from part 2, which was 180.
Okay,
But you know, them questions are aligned with the one.
Yeah.
Part 1 and
Sir,
part 2 and part 3.
Sir, where we can get the screen recording?
Where you can get this, so you can get the
Sir.
screen recording from the LMS from our website. So when we're finished, just go to 1x and log in. And once you log in, you'll be able to download the recording, all right?
Sir, could you please repeat?
All right, hold on, guys. We can do that after, all right?
Yeah, let's do that after. Let's
Yeah,
discuss.
we are maximize sometime. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir,
We'll
that
wrap up.
matrix wouldn't be called like y equal negative x.
Repeat.
Y equal
somewhat.
negative x, sir.
Yes,
The
somewhat.
2 by 2 8 matrix.
Yeah, man, somewhat.
Okay.
So
Alright.
the top part would be like y-axis and the next part would be like x-axis.
All right, so guys, remember, we're following with the broad topic. Remember, underline this in red. And I said this was our question 4, don't it?
Yeah.
We finally arrive at our question 4. Question 4 is direct and inverse variation. Now, both of them will not be coming on the exam. One of them will come, but not both. One of them will come, but what? Not both. All right, I think somebody microphone reflecting.
It's a reflection, the connection, but set a chop up.
Yeah. All right. So let's continue now. So it says right here, the quantity P varies inversely as the square of V. So this question is inverse variation. It tells us already inversely proportional, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, guys, I'm just going to write down at the top right there what you do when it's direct and what you do when it's inverse
Inversely
proportional.
going from right to left, and direct is from left to right.
No, that's not inverse. So
I-
let's follow with this now. Direct proportion. This is the symbol. Y is proportional to X. Then when two variables are directly proportional to each other, that means they're both increasing or decreasing at the same time. So the equation you get is y equal kx. That's when they're direct. Now, inversely proportional mean 1 over. So it's a y is proportional to 1 over x. So the equation you get from inverse variation is y equal k over x. Is that okay?
Keep my cities already, you know.
So the inverse give like a fraction then.
So the inverse give?
Like give a fraction answer.
Inverse give a fraction.
And the other one.
And that's because inverse is 1 over. For example, what does inverse mean? Inverse is like 5 to the minus 1, don't?
Oh, with the exponent?
Yes, the
Okay,
exponent.
sir.
Isn't this the inverse of 5?
Yeah.
And the inverse of 5 is just, it's not 1 over 5.
You're right.
So when
Yes.
it's inversely proportional, if y is
1/5.
inversely proportional to x, you just say y is proportional to 1 over x, because 1 over x mean inverse, don't?
Sure, let me see what you do. See the for direct you multiply the k times the x. So y equal k times the x, and for the inverse they divide the k by the x.
Well, we multiply the k times 1 over x. It's multiply. We
Oh.
multiply the
Multiply, bro.
k times 1 over x.
So that thing,
like
that thing here
inverse of y
between the
equal
y
k.
and the vinculum. The y and the thing there before the vinculum. What is that? A multiplication sign?
No, this is proportional symbol.
Oh,
Proportional.
so that'll be like a fish then, like
So that's the proportional symbol.
Okay.
All right. So let's do this equation now. Look at part 1. It says a quantity P, let's write down P, it varies inversely. So you put the proportional sign, but it varies inversely. So it's 1 over something now. But it varies inversely as the square of v. So the square of v is v squared. That's our proportional that we generate. So now the equation that we're going to get is P equal K over V squared. That's your 1 mark. Inverse variation, just this one we're using. So easy, don't it?
How you got the V squared?
But you got the V squared. This says square of V. What does square of V mean? A V squared is?
Yeah, man, V squared. Yeah, and what's that?
Oh.
See it now?
Quantity P varies.
Yes, sir.
So that's that. Now that you get the equation, the next part of it, the follow-up question now, always gonna get the follow-up. It says, given that V equal 3 when P equal 4, determine the value of V when P equal 1. Guys, there's 2 ways to do this.
So determine the positive.
Yeah, the positive value. Yes. There's 2 ways to do this. We're going to do it the 2 ways. So we'll do it for the physics students, method 2. And method 1 is, of course, just the standard way that they're expecting us to do it. Now, if you do physics, you'll be able to do it method 2, because we learn Boyle's law and the Charles law in physics, don't? For persons who do physics.
No, sir, not.
Yes, sir.
Of course, Boyle's law. Boyle's law actually when pressure.
Oh, yes, sir.
Expletives, yeah, tell me right now.
All right, no problem. Remember, I said for those who do method 2 will only be for physics students. Method 1 is for math students.
And calculus people, right?
No calculus here. What are you talking about?
All right. Cool.
All right, ready. So method 1. So method 1, first thing we're gonna need to do is find K. So remember, them say when V is 3, P is 4. So remember, this is your formula from part 1. So all you're gonna say is 4, we'll put in 4 for P. We'll put in 4 for P. So P here, P is 4. Underline it, P is 4. 4 equal K over V squared. But V is now what? 3. So 3 squared. All right, I saw a hand raised. Everybody good with this so far?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
sir.
So,
in
sir,
this
the
case, what we're
numbers
getting
then take your value.
Yes, so
Take
the
the value.
numbers take the values, yes. So in this case, 4 equal K over 9. Now, which number divide by 9 give us 4? 36, don't? So K is 36. Isn't 36 over 9 4?
Hold on. This is
Sir, run back that there, please.
All right, follow what I'm saying. It says 4 equal K over 9. Isn't this saying which number
Yes,
divide
sir,
by
equal to
9
Oh,
give
so
you
let's
4?
multiply that.
Let us multiply
4 times.
them. So K is 36, good?
Yeah.
Oh, can you?
Hold on. You multiply diagonally 4 to 9. You say 4 times 9?
Yes, you cross multiply.
Oh.
I skipped that baby step there.
Oh, never see.
Okay.
Now that we get K is 39, now we have the true equation. The true equation now is P equal K, which is 36 over V squared. Cool?
Yeah. And
so now we need to find the value of V when P is 1. So let's do that now. Finding the value of V when P is 1, you replace P with what? 1.
1. I got say 1 equal 36 over V
squared. 1
squared.
equal 36 over V squared.
Yeah.
Then you can cross multiply, don't?
Yeah.
So V squared equal 36. And when you square root 36, you get 6.
So V equals 6.
So V equals 6.
Yeah, square root of both of them.
You know square root the 36.
Square root,
yeah. Both of them are square root.
On both sides? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So the square cancel out the square there?
Sir, I
The
didn't see.
manual way, the manual way.
Didn't see it?
No, because my aunt was talking to me.
All right, let's go back. Let's go back. All right, so look, right here. So what we did up to here is we cross multiply. Let me change the color. Cross multiply, right?
Yes, sir.
So we multiply 1 times v squared, which is just v squared, don't?
Yes, sir.
Then we multiply 1 times 36, which is 36, don't?
36.
And then which number square give you 36?
6.
6. So v is 6, don't?
Yes, sir. Get it.
Good. No, that's method 1. So I'll do method 2 for the physics students, because the physics
So
students.
method 2 is supposed to get to the same answer.
Yes, method 2 gonna get you the same answer.
Probably the same, yeah, same answer, but probably the more. No?
So
That's
method
harder.
2, guys. Method 2 now, we're gonna be using the inverse variation formula that they teach us in physics. So what they'd say is if P varies inversely as the square of V, then P1 V1 square is equal to P2 V2 square. That's if they vary inversely.
Go back over that there.
It's just a formula. It's just a formula. Look, all we're doing is looking
oh.
at what they gave us. They gave us P and they gave us V. So what we're saying is if they vary inversely, we're saying then that when you multiply the first P value times the first V value squared, it must equal to the second P value times the second V value squared, because it must end up equal to a constant.
Oh, geez.
No worry, look at how method 2 works out shorter. So look what we're saying, the first P value P1 is 4, don't?
Right.
We're saying 4 times the first V value is 3 squared.
3 squared, right.
We're saying that's equal to P2 now is 1 times V2 now, which we're trying to find, which is just V squared. We don't know what that is, don't?
Yeah, we don't know.
4
We're still trying
times
to find.
V squared is 36. And then 1 times V squared is V squared. So V is just 6. This way in a way shorter.
That way is shorter.
But it's just to remember the formula, don't it? It's hard to remember the formula.
Yeah, true.
The formula that throw you off, man.
Let me use method 1.
Yeah, method 1, I understand. Because it's just a lot to remember this formula.
It's short, but I mean.
Way shorter.
Oh, can you explain this P2 though? The 2 underneath.
Repeat?
Because you explain this P2 underneath it though.
All right, listen what I'm saying now. What I'm saying is that because it's in a ratio, we're saying that the ratio of the first set of values when you multiply them must equal the same ratio as the second set of values. So that's why we could equate them.
Okay, so that's why you put the 2 underneath the P there. Like if the
yes,
P2.
The 2 at the bottom, the subscript 2 does indicate that that's your second P value.
Okay.
And the 2 here indicates
that is after the equal sign. It does go after the equal sign. So before the equal sign, they're single.
So P1 V1 square means P1 meaning your first. Let me put the 1 here. This will be your P1, your first P value. First V value, second V value
is after the equal sign.
Yes.
Okay, so this is not easy, man.
That's it.
Hey, man, this
so let's say they even give us some third set of values. We could call them then our P3 and V3, don't we?
Right.
That's all. That's all.
Get to answer, bro. Get to answer.
All right, look at this one right here now. It says, given that X is a real number, solve the inequality. So this right here is inequalities. All right, it's just algebra. That's all it is. It's just algebra. Now, in order to do this question, first thing we need x by itself, don't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But realize that we have 3x plus 5, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
we
So
need
I
to
go
get rid of this plus 5 first, don't? So subtract 5 from,
both sides.
but we can't just do it from the middle, so we have to subtract 5 from every side.
Both sides, yes, sir.
Right.
So minus 7 minus 5 is negative 12, right?
Yes, sir.
Less than 3x.
Plus
Less than or equal to 7 minus 5,
2.
2. Now, this 3 is bothering us, right?
Yes, sir.
That
Very
3 is
much.
bothering us. So what do we do to get rid of that 3?
Multiply all our sides and by 3.
Multiply by 3.
Divided by
No.
Divide, yeah, by
Divide
3.
every
to
side by
divide, man.
3. So if we
Divide.
divide every side by 3, negative 12 over 3, negative 4, less than 3x over 3, x,
X
less than or equal to 2
2
over
over
3.
3.
Or 3.
That's your
Bro,
answer.
bro, the person who does say multiply, you have to remember now, you know, the rule stands say divide always come before the multiply. Yeah?
Boom.
You have to remember that.
Everyone's good with this?
Yeah, man.
So you can go what again?
Go back through it, no problem. So let's walk back through it at the top. So following the pencil, with the pencil, the first thing we need to do is get rid of this 5, don't?
Yes, sir.
So to get rid of that 5, we have to subtract the 5, right?
Yes, sir.
But you can't just subtract 5. You can't subtract 5 from just the middle. Have to subtract everywhere, right?
Yes, sir.
So subtracting the 5 everywhere, we get negative 7 minus 5 is negative 12. Then 3x plus 5 minus 5, the 5 minus 5 cancel. Then 7 minus 5 is 2, agreed?
Yes, sir.
Then after that now, we need to divide the entire equation by 3 because we need to get rid of the 3 from the 3x, don't?
Yeah, we need to get the 3 from the x, yeah.
Agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Noted.
So we have to divide the negative 12 by 3 to get the negative 4.
Or
We have to divide now the 2 by 3 to get 2 over 3. Cool?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good.
And why you have the 2 over 3 is because 2 can only go in a 3 one time, leave 1 remainder. So just repeat it.
So you just put it back.
2 over
Just
3.
leave it as a fraction. Yeah, leave it
Yeah.
as 2 over 3.
Yeah, because when you do that only one time, you only have 1 remainder left, so in a balance.
Well,
Makes
3
sense.
can't go into 2.
None at all. None of the 2 of them.
None at all.
Yeah.
So leave it. All right, now guys, it says represent your answer on a number line. So this now is prep school maths, don't it?
Yeah.
Prep
Yes,
school.
sir.
So,
Yeah, man.
so let's just look at the range. So remember, we can have 1 here, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3,
Negative
negative
4.
4. Now, because there's no less than or equal to sign with the negative 4, we just draw open circle, don't?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We don't
Yeah.
shade it. But with the
Yeah.
2 over 3 now,
We have to shade it
we have
because
to
it's
shade that 1.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. Yeah.
And then we just connect it with a straight line, don't?
yes, sir.
That's it on a number line. Imagine prep school maths this, you know.
Then carry it and I give you 1 mark.
Prep school, if I don't remember.
Yeah, so they give us a little prep school math there just to give away some marks. We take them. If it come Wednesday, we will gladly take it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
definitely. Definitely.
Definitely. All right. Now, guys, this right here, part C now is coordinate geometry. So this is the next part now in question 4, which is coordinate geometry. Now, coordinate geometry, they sum it up under just geometry by itself. So coordinate geometry is geometry. All right. Now, if we get this style of coordinate geometry, we're going to have to remember some key principles of what each term means. So this tells us that the equation of a straight line is given by x over 3 plus y over 7 equal 1. The line crosses the y-axis at Q. It crosses the y-axis at Q. What do you know happens on the y-axis? What's in common with any
X is
point
equal
on
to 0.
x is equal to 0. So it don't matter how the line look, you know. It doesn't matter how the line look, but we just know so if Q is on the y-axis, we know the x value is 0, don't? So let's go
Yes,
ahead
sir.
and do it.
And
No,
what's
That would be the origin then.
So no, not the origin. So now we can go ahead and find Q. So we can say at Q, we know x is equal to 0. So since x is equal to 0, we get 0 over 3 plus y over 7 equal 1. So y over 7 equal 1. And any number divided by itself is 1. So y equals 7, don't?
All right. Question. Why
No,
that
guys.
would have, why
Yeah,
does that have to be 0 right there? Because that basically
Sorry, can
causes
you go over that, please?
All right, let me go back through it. No problem. Let me go back through it. Look what I'm saying. On the y-axis, follow. If I give you a line on the y-axis, this is, let's say this is the point, not using Q. Let's say this is a point 0.5. On the y-axis there, so it would be what? Maybe 0, -3. On the y-axis here, so it would be what? 0, negative something. On the y-axis, the x value is always what?
0.
0. On the y-axis,
Oh,
is the x
so
value
in
always
all those
0?
3 points, 0, it's 0 first for the y value.
Yes, the x is 0.
Okay. All right.
Follow now?
Yes, sir.
So on the y-axis, the x value is always 0. Just like how if I had said on the x-axis, the y value is what?
0.
Very good. On the x-axis, the y value would be 0.
Sir, so vice versa.
So we have to
right?
remember these things, guys. If them tell you cross on the x, or if they tell you the cross on the y, you have to remember what each mean.
Yes, sir.
Key
Never
tip
get
that to
teaching.
remember, okay?
Never get that teaching that those still. Anyways, yeah.
Sir, so it's vice versa?
All right, so yes, vice versa. So that means on the x-axis, the y value is 0, all right? Cool?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so what we're saying then is the coordinate for Q is the x value is 0, the y value is 7. So that's
7.
our answer.
0, 7.
0, 7. X come
Sir,
first.
you can go the working out right here,
Yeah,
please.
the
I
working
have
out. Go with the working out.
Repeat.
the working out where you have Q and then you have X equals 0 and then 0 over 3.
The more you have to do about the working out.
Oh, so all I do is, remember this is the equation them give us. If the x value is 0, all I do is plug in 0 in the equation for x. Put x as 0. So that's now 0 over 3, don't? Follow with that line?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
But 0 over anything is just 0, don't?
it's just 0.
So that gone. So now we
So
have y
basically-
over 7 is 1. Follow this line now.
Cross multiplication and get your answer.
And then you cross multiply and get the answer. Good with that?
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you say diagonal 0 times 7, and the 3 times the y gives you a y. So you just repeat it and come back.
All right. All right. Now, the next one is the gradient of the line. Now, everybody know the famous equation of a line. What's the standard form of a line?
Y equals
Y
mx.
equal mx plus c.
Y
Very
equal
good.
mx plus c.
Y equal mx plus c. That's the standard form of a line. What does m represent?
The
The
mid.
midpoint.
M represent midpoint.
The gradient.
Sorry, sorry,
Oh,
not
the
the midpoint,
gradient.
the gradient.
M
Gradient.
represent the
The gradient,
gradient.
the gradient, sorry.
So basically, the question
Okay.
asking you to find the gradient, you first need to put it in this form, don't?
The
Yes, sir.
formula. Yeah, the
So
formula.
literally,
Yes,
they're
yes.
asking us to transpose. Imagine they ask transposition and get ready, and them asking us another transposition. So we
Thursday, I
need
use
to
the 0, 7.
repeat. No, we're not going to use the 0, 7. We're going to just transpose to make
pick a
y the
continent.
subject. So we need to make y the subject so we can get it in that form. So look what we're gonna do. First, we can bring over the x over 3 to the other side. So this becomes y over 7 equal negative x over 3 plus 1. Everybody follow that?
Yes, sir.
Go again, identify again. The
Go
y
again,
over
go
the
again,
7, right? And the x over the 3, right?
All right, look at this. Let me look at this. Look at this equation. If I tell you 5 plus 7 equal 12, right? Can't I tell you 7 equal negative 5 plus 12?
Yeah, you can say that too.
So just bring over the 5 to the other side, but then
Other
it become
side.
negative, don't?
Negative, right? Yeah.
So the x over 3, when I bring it over here, it's gonna become negative.
Got you.
Follow?
Got you.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir.
do.
We get the +1 though.
Oh, I get the plus 1?
Oh, never mind.
Plus 1 was already
Never
here.
mind. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah,
Okay,
it depends on the formula. Yeah.
All right. So now we need to make y the subject. So this 7 is bothering us, right? So look what we
Yes,
can
sir.
do.
Say,
What we're going to do is multiply.
Yes, sir.
We're going to multiply both sides of the equation by 7, okay?
Yes, sir.
So if you multiply 7y over 7, you're going to just get y, don't?
Yeah, because the 7 them are cancel.
7s would cancel. Then when you multiply now 7 times negative x over 3.
Negative 7x.
Negative 7x over 3.
Yeah.
And then 7 times 1 is what?
7.
7
Good.
again. Second over
No,
the other side.
no, we're able to tell them the gradient. What's the gradient of the line?
Negative 7x over
Yeah,
3.
negative 7x.
All right, therefore the gradient is not the x. The gradient
No,
is just the
yeah,
number.
just negative 7. The negative 7.
Over 3.
Yeah.
So the m here, over 3. Negative 7 over 3. That's our m.
Over back from up, please.
All right.
Yeah, they was over.
All right, go back through this one.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we all agree that this is a standard form of a line. Y equal mx plus c, right?
Yes, sir.
So the aim of us is to find the m. The aim is to find m. That's what gradient means. So if we're trying to find m, first thing we have to do is use the equation that they give us. The equation at the top, they give us that equation. So we'll start with it down here. That equation, that's what we'll start with now. And we need to make y the subject. So first we can bring over x over 3 to the left side. When you bring it over to the left side, it becomes negative x over 3, don't?
Yes, sir.
Hear that? But then we still have y over 7. If you have y over 7, that don't make no sense. If we have y over 7 and we want y to be the subject, we have to now get rid of this fraction. To get rid of this fraction, what we have to multiply by 7 both sides?
Oh, yes, sir. I understand now.
So multiply both sides by 7. Follow now?
Yes, sir. And then
Sure, so the 7 would be the c after the equation, right?
Yes.
Y equal
Yes. Yeah. But we already knew 7 was the c from the answer above. Because
Yeah.
Q was our c. Once you say y-axis, cross y-axis. Crossing the y-axis, isn't that always the c value? So we already knew c was 7, don't?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but that's not important. The gradient is what's important. and we got our gradient. Cool? Cool with that?
The thing is,
So wait, sir, why
why
we put negative 7x?
as a crossover from the equal sign.
But we'll multiply, well, we'll put negative 7x, we'll multiply 7. See it here, we'll multiply 7 times negative x. Isn't that negative 7x?
So wouldn't you multiply
we
the
multiply
7
the
with the
whole
1?
thing.
We'll also multiply the 7
Yeah, the
times
7
the
with the
1
1.
too.
You have
Okay,
to multiply both
Look
sides.
at it, guys. Let me give you an equation. It have to make sense if I give you with numbers and I say 3 equal 2 plus 1, and I'm gonna multiply everything by 5. I can't just multiply the 3 by 5, you know. I have to say 5 times 3 is 15 equal 5 times 2, 10 plus 5 times 1, 5. Don't I have to multiply everything so the equation still makes sense?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
15
sir.
is 10 plus 5. So you say it still makes sense?
Yeah. So
I have to
15.
multiply everything.
Sir, what get everybody confused is the X. The letter we are coming in months. And
Sir, we not
the
already get
negative.
the X already.
Repeat.
Where did you get the 3 from again?
This 3
Yeah.
From the
is the
equation
x
over.
over 3 from the equation.
And that's where we get the 3 from?
Yeah, we didn't do anything with that 3.
Oh, sorry.
You can't just throw away the 3, right?
Sir, x is also 1,
Good.
right? So when you say 7 times negative 1, it's going to be negative 7x.
Yeah, it becomes a positive.
No?
No,
Repeat.
sorry. It don't becomes a positive, sorry. It
It
becomes
is
a
a
negative.
negative.
Yeah, because the negative dominant.
So everybody okay with this now?
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, guys, question 5 is the best question on the paper. So going back to the broad topics, I want you to see what's going to come in question 5. This is question 5 here. Question 5 is measures of central tendency. Measures of central tendency and spread, meaning statistics, the best topic in mathematics. So for persons who are going to do maths in CAPE, remember I teach CAPE too. So because I'm a CAPE teacher, I'm telling you the most fun topic in mathematics is statistics. All right? So this is the best topic in math. So that's why number 5 is the best topic on the paper. All right?
Sure, I don't think so.
How much marks? How much marks?
It's just 9 or 10 marks. Doesn't matter.
Yo, when I work on a marks.
All right, but don't worry. It's easy marks. So guys, look how we're going to do this question now. Question 5, statistics. As I said, this is the broad topic. Now guys, this is why I don't like the broad topic. They cannot give you group and ungroup data in the exam. It's one of the two gonna come. It's either group gonna come or ungroup data gonna come. Ungroup data just mean raw data, right? That's all ungroup data means. Cool? But for this particular question, it's group data because notice we categorize it. So guys, if you had gotten this, look what I'm saying. Ungroup would be, if them tell us that 24, they're between 11 and 20, maybe you would have seen all 24 scores. You'd see 11, 12, 13, 13, 13, 13, 14, 9, 12, 19, 16. All you'd see is 24 scores. That's between 11 and 20, don't?
Yes, sir.
That would be the raw data or ungrouped data.
So when we get the raw data, we'd have to group it.
Well, it depends on what they ask. Depends on what they ask. So sometimes you don't have to group it. Sometimes you can keep it ungrouped, all right?
Come on, between the number 11 to 12? That's what
I was just listing out what ungrouped is. Ungrouped is when you just get the data raw. Nobody no put it in a pretty fancy table for you.
Okay.
No table, that's ungrouped data, all right? When it's in a table, it's organized so you can do some computations with it. So let's hear what they say. They say the cumulative frequency of volume of petrol needed to fill the tanks of 150 different vehicles is shown below. For the class 21 to 30, determine the lower class boundary. So guys, lower class boundary. Now look at this. If somebody gets 10.65 liters, which category it gonna be in?
11 to 20.
Very good. If somebody gets 29.4, which category would it be in?
21 to 30.
Very good. If somebody gets 30.4.
31 to 40.
Oh, you don't reach 31
Oh, no,
yet.
no, I thought
21 to 30.
Same 21 to 30, but if somebody get 30.5 now, which category?
Then it would have rounded up. So it would have been
Very good. Then it would round up.
Yeah, it'll be a significant this one, so it have to round
So
up.
notice now, that's what we call boundary. Boundary mean the cutoff value. Boundary mean the what?
The cutoff
value.
The cutoff value. So 21 to 30, the lowest value we're going to take is 20.5.
Yeah, thrown up
Yeah.
21.
Lower class boundary is 20.5.
So you just kind of for the lower class boundary. I remember my teacher said to subtract
You just subtract
0.5.
0.5. Yeah. So
And for
guys,
the-
many
yeah.
teachers will just tell you to get lower class and upper class, you add 0.5 or subtract 0.5. I don't like tell you just doing that. I like when you understand why. Does that make sense when you understand why we subtract
Yes, sir.
0.5 now?
Yes, sir.
Because I showed you the difference between 30.4 and 30.5. It would round up for us to be able to put it in that category.
So that's why I
that's
say
the
take
reason.
away 0.5. So it's in the threshold of 21 to 30. Same way.
Yes.
Right.
So that's the lower class boundary, 20.5. All right. Everyone's good with that?
Yes, sir.
Now, guys, it wants us to work out the class width. Now, the class width, this is a formula we're going to need to remember. So I want us to write this down. All right. So class width is always equal to upper class boundary minus lower class boundary. Write down that formula and know it. Upper class minus lower class boundary. All right, so in that case, the upper class boundary is add 0.5 to the 30, so 30.5 minus 20.5. We'll do the subtraction, that is what? 10, so that's the class width. The class width is 10. Cool?
Sorry, can I go back?
Repeat.
All right, so the 10 now, hold on.
Let's go back, sir, go back up and show you.
Oh, you get the 10 again?
All right, so going up. So look, it says for the class 21 to 30, we're focusing on this class. We said the lower class boundary is the lowest value we're going to accept in this group.
That will be
The
under the
lowest value we're
21.
going to accept. The lowest value we're going to accept is 20.5.
Right.
For 30, the highest value actually accept is 30.49. Well, not 30.5, it's 30.49.
Oh,
Then 30.49 round up to 30.5.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Basically. So take the difference to get the class width.
Yeah.
See
Sir,
now?
so how is 30.5 the upper class?
Repeat. 30.5 is the upper class boundary.
Yeah, and the lower class at 20.5.
And the lower class boundary is 20.5.
Yeah, man.
Oh, for the answer, for like 21 between the 30, that's the
spaces.
That's the class width for the first question.
Yes.
So
Okay.
basically, it's a question that focus on the scenario we say for the class 21.
Yes. For 21 to 30. Just that.
You find the upper boundary in it and the lower boundary in it. Then the minus you get your calculate.
Yes, that's all we focus on. That's all. Good. Good at this one?
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Yeah, man. We get
Yeah,
it
man.
now.
I
Just
like that.
process.
I like that answer now.
Just
Good.
process, you know.
All right, now guys. Yes.
And go back, please, and write it down.
You're right. You know I'm gonna send this in the chat, right? When we're about to finish.
Yeah, no, but I write that down, my friend. Just go for that later. We have to
I'm gonna
maximize.
remember in the same way how I save and I send the 2021, I'm gonna send this one in the chat. So you don't have to write. I want us to understand, then I'm gonna send it for us to have after. All right?
Okay, sir.
All right. All right, so this part right here now, it says how many vehicles were recorded in class 31 to 40? Look at this table and tell me how many were recording in 31 to 40?
101.
All right, so if I ask how many were recording in 51 to 60, what are you gonna tell me?
150.
So guys, everything there in a one bracket is 150 different vehicle. Or 150 for day in one category. That means nothing else that they in no other category.
Oh, them add up, man. Them add up.
So guys, cumulative mean add up. Guys, we should
Yeah,
know
add up. Yeah, man.
cumulative
Them.
mean add up.
Yes.
So that means we're gonna have to create our own frequency column. You see what they try to trick us?
Yeah, tell them.
So the first one is 24. But which number plus 24 give you 59? That's 35.
35.
Then
That's
which
what you're gonna
number?
know.
Which
Right.
number now plus 59 give you 101?
42.
Then which number plus 101 give you 129?
28.
28. Then which number plus 129 give us 150?
31.
31?
21. Yeah, 21.
21. So
So
now
the
we're
people
able,
saw 21 of the answer.
so now we're able to answer the question.
Oh, boy.
So they wanted category 31 to 40. So look at it. 31 to 40 is how much?
42.
42.
Sir,
Come again? Wait.
What
the
is it?
frequency table there. When I under.
Well, we saw 31 to
42.
42.
Yeah, 31 to 40 is 42.
31
Where you get
to
the 42,
40.
sir?
Oh, I get the 42?
The pattern.
See it here.
Where you get...
Basically, a 101 minus something.
59.
Oh.
Cumulative mean adding together. Guys, remember cumulative means to sum together. Right?
Sir, so the first frequency always remain the same, right?
Yeah, that's because
Always.
yeah,
It at the
because
start. It at the start.
that's the start. So you're not adding
Right.
nothing to that yet,
No.
right?
That helps you to add forward to the second one.
Yes.
That's what it do. It helps you, but it's
Yeah.
starting. Always is something that the legal mean to the end. I always be the problem.
So cool it that.
Yeah, man. Good man. So I think you want the answer, no?
So 42 is the answer here.
Oh, 42.
Yeah, 42 vehicles.
Hold on. Oh. Go ahead, go again.
Oh, I got 42. Look back at the table again.
Oh, the pattern, yes. All right,
31
42.
to 40, 42 vehicles.
Yeah, man. I get it. I don't think everybody else get it. But me get it.
Sir,
Alright,
can I go
just-
back to the question, please?
I'm
The
a,
question
go back to the
is between the 31 to 40.
Let me go back on the question. Here's
No,
the
I just
question.
want to read it. I didn't get to read it because I was.
Okay.
Okay, I understand. All right.
Good. All right. Now let's look at what the second part says.
One mark.
This part now is probability. It says a vehicle is chosen at random from the 150. What is the probability that the volume of petrol needed is more than 50.5? What's the probability the petrol needed is more than 50.5? Where does 50.5 lie?
51 to 60.
60.
Very good. How many vehicles is bigger than 50.5 then?
Repeat that.
Repeat.
How many vehicles use volume more than 50.5?
129.
129.
No.
21.
21.
21.
Oh, it's a more.
That'll be 21 over
Okay,
Me
more.
earless.
More.
Yeah.
We heard less, no problem. So more. So
21
that
over one.
means that only 21 vehicles use more than 50.5. So
Yes, sir.
now remember, probability is the amount over the total, don't?
Yes, 21 over 150.
Very good, 21 over 150. But guys, don't leave your answer like that. I want you to give them either the reduced fraction or you give them the percentage.
7 over 50, that'll be
7 over 50. Or you can tell them 14%. So you can say that is, there is a 14% chance.
But sir, it
The
says to
chance-
leave the answer as a fraction though.
Oh, it said leave it as a fraction. Okay,
Yes,
leave it
sir.
as a reduced fraction. Thank you.
What me like
Oh.
that way you do. You actually give it what
Would that be
you say.
0.14?
Very good. So we're gonna just give them the answer as 7
7
over
over.
50. 7 over 50. So guys, you see, I just tell you, usually they want it as either a fraction or a percentage. Sometimes they'll tell you to leave it as a fraction, or they'll tell you leave it as a percentage. All right. So they always gonna want it as one of the two, fraction or percentage. Cool. All right. Now, here's the next part. Now, it says Byron.
Scroll over. No, as in care over it because it be there, so that's it. Yeah.
That better?
Yeah, man, zoom in now, but I'm going to go over too much to the chat. Right.
All right, it says Byron estimates the median amount of petrol to be 43.5. Explain why Byron estimate is incorrect. So Byron claims that the median is 43. Why is Byron wrong? Let me let you see the table again.
So you have to add up all of them and divide it by amount and number with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What do you mean by add up all of them and divide by?
Sir, can you go back to the question again?
All right, let me go back to the question.
I'm trying to figure out when you saw
Median.
There's a median.
The middle. It's
the middle. It's in the middle. Yeah.
With median, you add up and divide?
Get me a mix, sir.
No.
Me a mistake with me. Now, mistake me a mix. Man, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, watch him all laugh. Yeah.
So look at it. Byron claims that the median, is 43.5. We need to tell him why it is wrong. So look at explanation in maths now. Yep. Look a bit of explanation.
Right, so go back to the
They
table
couldn't
now.
say because
Here's the
in the third set the value, it would be less than 40.
Yeah.
What that a 42 right there, so he must estimate of 43 points.
43.5. Tell me why
Yeah,
is
but
it
that's not
wrong?
in the
I
middle.
was saying that it is in the middle.
It is in the middle.
I
but-
five of them, Ali.
Is it?
No.
It's in the middle.
Because I was saying that because
So let's go
the
through it, man.
value-
In case of time ready, let's go. So look at this, guys. So we would have learned how to find median, the position of the median. Always remember this. Position of median. The formula to find median position is a half n plus 1. Isn't that so?
Yeah.
Yes,
So the position of the median is a half 150 plus 1 because n is 150, don't? And a half of 151 is what? 75.5, don't?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, 75.5 would lie where? Which cumulative frequency would 75.5 lie? In which class?
31 to 40.
31 to 40. So look what we're saying. We're saying 24 there between 11 to 20. You list out them 24 there. Another 35 lay between 21 to 30. So now you have 59 in total. Then you're going to list out another 42 of them. They're between 31 to 40. So the middle one after the in here. So this is a median class.
So you would add up the frequencies then forget determine where it lies?
Yes, you use the cumulative frequency to determine the median class. All right, so 75.5 lie in here. So, because remember what we're saying then is when the cumulative frequency is 101, we're saying then that the 60th vehicle to the 101st vehicle lie in there. So don't?
Yeah, get that.
When you put it in order, so 75.5 must be in this one.
In the middle, for sure.
So now we're going to tell them that now. So we're going to tell them that Byron is wrong. Byron is wrong since the median class is 31 to 40. So Byron well wrong already. So that's the reason why he's wrong. The median class is 31 to 40. So the median would have to be between 31 and 40.
40 for sure. Because it's a 101. Because it's a 101.
Yeah. So
right.
That's it.
And the cumulative said 101. So yeah, right.
So that wasn't bad, was it?
No. Basically, this easier. This will be the last one, though.
Well, no, not the last part for it yet. Now, right here is histogram. Let me see. Is histogram coming this year? I want to make sure. They didn't tell us. They said cumulative frequency. Histogram. Don't even know if they will just squeeze it in.
Sure, just do it.
Yeah, tell her not do it.
You're going to do it.
Yeah,
Just take some time.
Let them stay.
Yeah,
they're
let's
very
go through.
unpredictable.
Them squeeze in the amount of thing them squeeze in per accounts today.
Unpredictable them.
Yeah, so we don't even know. We don't even know to trust them. So guys, it says construct a histogram to represent the distribution. So guys, to construct a histogram, all we're doing literally is just plotting the X against the Y. So this is our X values, and this is our Y value. The Y value is the frequency. Notice that the highest frequency is 42. All right. So notice that's why on the Y-axis you only say up to 40. So some person's gonna be in the exam and say, why it don't have up to 150? No. None of the frequency classes reach 150, right? So let's label our X-axis first. So we need to scale our X-axis so we can get it good. So looking back at the X-axis, we need to be between 11 to 60. So the last value is 60. So that means, let's go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So going up by 5, each one going up by 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Then now you need to put what the X-axis is. The X-axis is the volume in liters. Everyone agree with that, right?
The Y is it?
Yes, sir.
The X-axis is volume in liters. Isn't that our X-axis? Let me go back on it.
Yeah, horizontal.
Yes, horizontal. So volume or X. Now, the first thing we're going to plot is the range 11 to 20, and the frequency is supposed to be 24, don't?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, guys, a histogram is continuous. So since a histogram is continuous, 11 to 20, what you actually plot on a histogram is from the lower class boundary of 10.5. So you're plotting from 10.5 to 20.5. That's what we do for a histogram. So 10.5 is in the middle. I am not using a ruler, so you use a ruler and get it good. So 10.5 to 24, 24, 21, 22, 23, 24. 10.5 is here, so 20.5 is here, so. So now you're gonna draw like a bar. So guys, it's like bar chart, but only thing it's continuous. So you make sure your line straight. My line already in a straight. I don't have a ruler, so I'm just trying. It should stay in the middle, but it's not in the middle. We'll go up to 24, right there, so. Continue. In the middle, go down. That's from 10.5 to 20.5. I know it don't look too proper, but this have a frequency of 24, okay? Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now the next one is 20.5 to 30.5. But this time the frequency is what?
Where's that again? Where's that?
35.
Hold on, where's 21 to 30? Yes, sir.
So 21 to 30, you plot from 20.5 to 30.5.
20.5.
You
All
plot
right.
the lower class to the upper class
Class.
boundary.
Right, right.
They look for 30.5 now, going up to 35. So 35 is here. Luckily, 35 is in the middle, so we're not have to worry. So we can just go down. And that's that. This one is 35. No, it's not so perfect, but that's okay. Now, quickly, just to run through 31 to 40, that's 42. So 42 going up some more. 42 is right here, 42. I'm going up to 40.5. So in the middle here, 42.
42?
Yeah.
What that 30.5 is it?
Oops, this is way off already.
Oh, is it 30.5, right?
30.5.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, from 30.5 to 40.5. That's that. And this is 42. I just like to put the frequency on top of it. When you write the frequency number, what you're telling to CXC is that's the frequency it should be. So maybe sometime, let's say you draw 41, but you at least you label it 42, the examiner might say, oh, okay, I see that Shakira make a mistake right here. Instead of drawing the line on 41, instead of drawing the line on 42, she puts on 41. They'll say at least she understood, and so we won't penalize her. So that's why I love when you put the number on top of it. You don't have to. When you put the number on top of it,
give a clear indication.
So if you make a mistake, yes, they give them an indicator, say understand what you're doing.
Yeah.
So at least them can say if you make a mistake, okay, that's fine. Now 41 to 50 is 28. So the frequency drop back down to 28. 28 is right here. So since 28 is right there, so we can go across to 50.5. Go down.
Sorry, what was that one? What was that one? Sorry, 40?
Oh, this is 40.5 to 50.5.
Oh, 40. Okay.
And then the last one, which you know is 21. 21 is right here. And we're going to 60.5. 21. And we're done. That's a histogram.
Wow.
Easy, don't it?
Yeah, easy way of work or the hard one.
How much marks that's the Roland? See how much
9.
marks.
9. So
It is 3
9.
marks. Just 3 marks.
Everything on 9.
3 marks for the histogram. Yeah, the whole question is 9, but the histogram is 3.
Right.
Roughy?
It is 3.
Rough.
It's 3. Cool?
Them questions be long and little bit of marks.
And I tell them, man, long and
How much more marks you want for doing this?
Don't forget about like 5 marks for this one.
Me I want 6 marks.
No, but look, this is bar graph. What this is literally a continuous bar graph.
Five marks, it I got harder.
No photo.
They're gonna say that we learn bar graph from prep school, so they can't see why they'd give you more marks. Fair enough?
Yes, sir.
All right, now question 6. Now question 6 is measurements. Question 6 can be what?
Measurement.
Measurement.
Measurements. So this is the last question we'll do. So measurements. Question 6 is measurements. Now, measurements gonna either be area, volume, perimeter, total surface area. We don't know what it gonna be, but question 6 is measurements. Okay? Cool?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
All right. So now let's look at this question right here. This question, they tell us that the scale on a map is 1 to 25,000. Now guys, scale on a map is centimeter. So what they're telling us is 1 centimeter represents 25,000 centimeter in real life. So in real life, when you go up on the little map sometime, I'm just making a map right here. Let's say this is right here where Mario lives, and Mario lives right there in Jamaica, and maybe right here, so this is where James lives. So Mario and James. Now, if you use the ruler and measure on the map what it is, maybe you might just get 12 centimeter. But in reality, Mario and James don't live 12 centimeter apart. They can't be in St. Andrew, and he's in maybe down here. So which country is down here, so in Jamaica?
St. Elizabeth.
St. Elizabeth. You can't be in St. Elizabeth.
So, sir, it would have been like 12 times the 25,000.
Very good. 12 times. Very good.
Because 1 centimeter equals 25,000.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's all we're gonna do. So I just wanted us to understand that, right? So let's go ahead and do
1 centimeter equal
25,000 centimeter.
Okay.
Now, guys, look what I am going to do for simplicity. Now, 25,000 centimeter, I don't like it like that. I'm going to convert this to meter first. To convert centimeter to meter, I divide by what? 100, don't?
Yes, sir. So that'll be 250.
So if I divide by 100, I get 250 meters. So 1 centimeter is actually 250 meter, don't? But the answer want in kilometers, so I can do even one more conversion, don't?
Divided by 1,000.
Divide it now by 1,000 to say 1 centimeter on the map represents 250 over 1,000, which is, what is that? 0.25 kilometers.
Yeah.
Good. Now when I get that, now I can do my calculations here. So now it says, determine the actual distance represented by 0.5 centimeter on the map. So 0.5 on the map going to be multiplied by 0.25 kilometers, don't? So just multiply them. That's all.
0.125.
0.125 kilometers.
Yes.
Yeah, just
that's it.
2 marks work still, so.
Like when you do them with the teacher, you know, but then after it's like everything going.
All right, no worries. I understand what you mean. So that means when you're in the exam, you're nervous. So when you read the question, it's like you read it and you understand it, but because you're nervous, you don't understand.
So, but sometimes
like you get taken time.
So in the exam, you know what to do, you know, but it's just that you're nervous. So what I'm saying is, guys, nobody should go in the exam nervous, please. If you're nervous and you're going to the exam, that's okay, but you shouldn't start the test and still nervous. If you start the test and still nervous, please ask if you can go wash your face or something. They shouldn't be nervous after the test starts, all right? Because then it's going to affect how you read and interpret the question, okay?
Yes.
Sir, you get 0.25K.
All right, so first thing we do is convert the centimeter to meter, don't?
Yeah, convert it.
25,000 centimeter to meter is 250. After you get 250 meters, you convert that to kilometers. So it's 0.25 kilometers, all right?
Okay. Because the meter is smaller than a kilo. All right.
Yes.
So, sir,
Yes.
suppose someone didn't want to like divide it by 100 first, then 1,000, but said, okay, they'll just divide it by the
You could
1,000.
just divide it by one thing, 100 times 1,000. I explain it this way because it's a little easier, because I know that everyone knows to go from centimeter to meter, then meter to kilometer. I don't want to jump it in 2 steps because not everyone would follow.
No,
Yes.
yeah, definitely would not follow. So 0.5 is there? Hold on, you use calculator for this, right?
Yeah, so you just put this part in your calculator, 0.5 times 0.25. You get your answer, all right?
Get it.
Now this part now it says, calculate the actual area in kilometers square represented by 2.25 centimeters square. To do this question, first thing you have to start by saying, remember, 1 centimeter is equal to 0.25 kilometers, don't?
Yes. Yes,
So look
sir.
at this. All right, why jumping that much, man? Go up. All right. So this is 1 centimeter. So to get 1 centimeter square, we have to square both sides, don't?
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna square both sides, follow. So we square both sides. By squaring both sides, you get 1 centimeter square is equal to 0.25 square
0.22, 0.
kilometer square.
0.06.
So 0. How much?
0.0625.
0.625.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
That's what we get. So 1 centimeter square is 0.0625 kilometers square. So that's what 1 centimeter square represents. But we don't need 1 centimeter square. We need what? 2.25 centimeters square.
Yes, sir. Are we going to multiply it?
So we're going to multiply by 2.25. So 2.25 centimeters square then is equal to 0.0625 times 2.25. That's our answer.
So
So we'll just multiply them. 0.0625 times 2.25, and that gives us 0.1.
That's how we run off.
Yeah, I'm going to round it off. I'm not going to write out all of that. 0.141 kilometers square. Not writing out all of that. Cool?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's that. All right. Let's see what else they ask. They're done with, my gosh, that's all they ask in the measurements. That's so boring. All right.
No, sir, that's a wickedness.
That's wickedness.
Sir, the question too long.
Wicked. All right, ready. Now part B. Part B is more measurements, but no, this is gonna either be volume or perimeter or area. Gonna be one of them in part B. In this case, it's volume. So it says the diagram below, they're always gonna tell you it's not drawn to scale, shows the cross section of 2 cylindrical jars. Guys, by the way, if we all know cylindrical jars, this is actually the proper drawing then for it. Cylindrical meaning the end of it circular, don't?
Yes, sir.
Hey, first I hear the word cylindrical.
Cylindrical. You have a gas stove at home, don't it?
Yeah, man.
You never hear anybody say cylinder. You never heard cylinder.
Well, here, cylinder was cylindrical.
Cylindrical just is a more fancy word.
Yeah, too fancy, man. Yeah. Too fancy.
All right, understood.
Oh, your name cylindrical?
Cylindrical.
Same thing we can pronounce.
So cylindrical. So this is what it actually shaped like, jar X shaped like this. Now it says the diameters of jar X and jar Y are 3D and D, meaning that the diameter, so for the circle part, the diameter is 3D. Diameter is 3D. If the diameter is 3D, what is the radius?
Wow. No, this is radius. Basically, the radius for a circle, don't it?
Yes. What's the radius for the circle?
I don't remember.
1.5. So 3D over 2. That's 3D over 2. That's the radius. 3D over 2. You divide it by 2 to get radius. Now, why is that helpful? That's helpful because now them gonna ask you to find the volume of jar X. The volume of jar X, volume is equal to pi r square h. Now, guys, even if you don't remember this formula, look at this. I'm gonna scoot all the way to page 1. Then the formula sheet.
Formula sheet.
All right, let me scoot all the way to page 1 here. See formula sheet here. The second formula on it say what? Volume of a
cylinder.
Volume of a cylinder. So guys, if you don't remember it, it's on the formula sheet. Volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. I'm begging you, if you can't remember a formula, if them ask you for volume, surface area, or any of that stuff, go back to the front of the page if you don't remember it, okay?
Yes, sir.
So volume of jar X, that's pi r square h. Now that's why we had to find r first, because they told us that the diameter was 3D. So that means r is 3D over 2, don't? So now we're able to find the volume. So the volume is pi times the radius, now which is 3D over. Now listen what they said. They said give your answer in terms of pi. So if you put 3.14, the examiner automatically do this on your paper. So don't put no 3.14. They say giving your answer, you have to, no, look, they say giving your answer in terms of what? Pi and D. So the answer need to have pi and D in it. No numbers, just pi and D for in it.
I get what you say.
So H is the height of the cylinder, and they tell us the height of the cylinder is 4. So you gonna just simplify this now. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 over 2 is 6. This is 6 pi D. That's your volume. But remember, volume is centimeter cube. So the volume is 6 pi D.
Rewind.
I trust that nobody will remember this, I swear.
Let's rewind. Rewind to the formula. It's
scientific.
Rewind to, guys, ready? Rewind to the formula.
All right.
Formula is pi r square h, don't?
Pi r square h, right?
The question tell you h. Read it at the top here. Initially, X contains water with height 4. So then tell you h is 4. Everybody agree with that?
Yeah, h is 4. All right. So
r is 3D over 2, right?
Plug it in at that. Come again?
Plug it in. So all they do is multiply pi times 3D over 2 times 4.
Right.
But 2 into itself 1, 2 into 4, 2.
Sir,
3, 2,
so why
6.
you never square the radius?
Repeat. Oh, I didn't square it. Thank you for that. I made an error here. I didn't square it. No. It's my mistake. It's my mistake there. It's my mistake. Sorry. I didn't put the square here. So see there, I giving away marks now. Because it's 9 now, it's late. We make mistakes when it's late. No. It's no reason. We make mistake when it's late. So ready?
All
so
right.
3D over 2 square. 3D over 2. When you square that, that becomes 3 square is 9. D square.
4.
And then 2 square is 4.
4, right.
So this is 9D square over 4. But when you multiply that times 4 now, 36. Then the 4 gonna cancel the denominator 4.
Right.
So
yeah, use the 4 on both sides.
Yes.
Which is the denominator yeah, used to cancel out. Okay.
So the answer gonna just be 9D square.
So the answer is going to be 9D square because you cancel the 2, 4.
Yes. So 9D square pi.
What a wickedness.
Got 4 times the 9.
So you can move the CM3 now.
Repeat.
The The same tree that I said.
The same 3.
The cm
Oh,
centimeters.
cm cube, yeah, cm cube.
Why are we using cube though?
Isn't that our right volume?
Oh, all right.
So you have to remember your units for volume.
Sir, in a most case, this is still algebra same, you know, you check it out.
This is algebra, yeah, but you have to put centimeter cube on the answer.
Yeah, but it's always the denominator in a most cases. Always the denominator you use to go on both sides for get the answer.
Repeat.
It's always the in a most cases like this, and other cases before you're using cylindrical, whatever that word is. Yeah, a word there. In a most cases like this, in other algebra question, you use the denominator to cancel out on both sides.
All right, no, it just happened purely coincidental that this denominator worked out to be 4. That's why they canceled each other. It was just pure coincidence. All right.
But we just want to know, because sometimes you don't know if I that if you use.
I know. The only reason why how you gonna know
in other math problems.
Let me explain how you gonna know when you cancel. The denominator that you get must be a factor then of the other number before you can cancel.
Oh, basically something we can go into and take out
yes.
Without leaving a remainder.
Without leaving a remainder.
Okay. Makes sense.
All right, now hear what they say. They tell us jar Y is empty, right? If jar Y is empty, look at this. If jar Y is empty, and they say if all the water of jar X is poured into jar Y, calculate the height it will reach. Cool? So guys, if I pour all the water into jar Y, what do we know about jar Y then?
Show what jar Y again?
All right, somebody's.
Yeah, jar Y full of.
Yo, on the mute the mic.
That person needs to call a ISP server there for fixing it.
All right, ready.
Yeah, it'll go full up that.
Yes, so if we pour the water from jar X to jar Y, what do we know about jar Y? You can't say it'll go full it up.
It's going to increase.
Let me take out
this. I
have 2 water bottles here. Can you see?
Yeah, man. Yes,
if I throw every water from this water bottle to the second one, you tell me the second one gone full?
No, sir, the volume of the water is going to increase.
No.
Volume of water gonna increase, but they tell us it's empty.
Yeah, it's empty.
Yeah, they said jar Y is empty, so you underline it in red here.
So that means that it will contain some water.
So this is what they're telling you. So follow now. If all the water from jar X is poured into jar Y, then we're saying that the volume of jar X are equal to the volume of jar Y. That makes sense. The volume of water.
Yes,
is
perfect.
Oh, you said that it's empty. And it's going to contain the same amount of water.
At all. But you know, me I look and say because it's small and narrow, I feel like the one with wider I go full it up. That's
good. So let's check it out now. So that's what we want to work out. What gonna be the height? Now the volume of jar X we said was 9d squared pi, don't?
Yeah.
That's now equal to the volume of jar Y. But remember, to find the volume of jar Y, isn't the formula pi r squared h?
Yes.
Yeah. That's the
So it's pi times the radius for jar Y is what?
Where is it?
See jar Y here. If the diameter of jar Y is p, what's the radius?
D divided by 2.
D divided by 2. So the radius is D divided by 2. And what's the height of jar Y? We don't know, right? So we just put h, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we really don't know the height.
So now we can put that here.
But
so
the depth of 4, told me the depth of 4.
No, that was for jar X.
Sorry.
When you pour it into jar Y, you don't know the depth. That's what we're trying to find.
Yeah, you're right.
So now D over 2 square times our height. Now, guys, look how the maths get easy. All we're trying to do is find h now.
Yeah.
So let's just find h. First thing we have to do is work out the square part first. D square. So this become pi d square h over, now 2 square is 4, don't?
Yeah.
And this is equal to 9d square pi, don't?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Now look what happened. If we divide both sides by d square pi or pi d square.
It cancel out.
If we divide both sides by pi d square, this pi cancel this pi.
So this is what you're saying in the case of this, there are a factor?
No. We're just trying to find h, you know.
Oh, so this is a trial and error business are going on.
No, not trial and error, we're transposing.
All right.
So transposing, so remember to transpose, you want to make h by itself. To make h by itself, you need to get rid of everything else in front of the h. Huh? So that's why we divide by pi d squared. So the pi cancel the pi on the left, pi cancel the pi on the right, d square on the left cancel the d square, and d square cancel d square on the right. Follow it that?
Okay, yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Now we end up just with 9 h over 4. Which number divide by 4 give you 9?
36.
36.
Yeah.
So h equal 36 centimeter. That's the height.
Right.
See it?
You know, so I feel like the man who make maths will sit down and never have nothing to do with just make maths. I swear.
Never have nothing to do?
Yeah, and just sit down, he never they have nothing to do. And
Never have a
solve the
life.
mathematical problem. And
all right, so
that's
look
why
at
them
it.
kill the man, you know, when them Pythagoras, you know. You know him, you know,
No,
say
look,
kill him, right?
look, guys, that make no sense at all. Do you know that, for example, right now, in order to be able to use a computer life, in order to use computer, do you know that a lot of mathematics have to go in place in the pseudocode algorithm? Everything.
Yes, sir.
Developed the
Yeah,
computer.
that's true, man. Understand.
Somebody had to do it so life can easy, you know.
Yeah.
So what's the problem? Somebody have to do it.
Yeah, matriculation. Yeah.
All right. So we have to appreciate the good that they have done, so we can.
Somebody's dying. Them say somebody's dying.
Somebody's what?
Dying with laughter.
In the group.
That's what you meant. Or that's what you mean.
Okay.
I was just being humorous.
That's
Have
what
a
she
next
mean.
question.
Maro, that's what she mean.
All right. So guys, let me save this now. All right.
That's the last question for this part.
Yes, this is the last part in question 6.
Okay.
All right. All right. So let me.
Sir, how many questions are there on paper?
10 questions on the paper.
10?
Yeah.
That's long, man.
Between them, bro.
There are 4 already there. Are 4 already there?
I look all over there.
It's 4 more to do.
That's why they want to give more time for paper too.
Yeah. All right, so guys, look what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask that you see the
video.
The last year paper. Oh, the video, no problem.
Yeah.
All right, so you see the last 3 things I want to say before we close out. The last year paper, I upload it already in the chat. Download it and go through it, please. The second thing, if you want to see the recording for today's session and the recording of last week's session where we went through the paper,
or even previous ones,
or the previous one, go to the 1X website. All right, go to the 1X website that I'm showing you here, and you're gonna log in. All right, this is on my account. I'm not on my right computer, so I can't log in, but you have to just log in with your account.
So we have to sign up feed first.
Oh, so you don't have a 1X account?
No.
You're gonna have to sign up, but it take like 2-3 minutes.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm
So
not
log in,
seeing
I
the
guess.
people in the chat.
Sir, what should we search for when we sign up?
Seeing it. Oh, that means you joined late, so you didn't see it.
Sir, do I send a link for this paper that we just went through?
Yes.
it's in the chat. It's in the chat.
No, the one that we just went
No,
through.
no, not yet. No. Yeah,
Let
the
me
link
send it
chat
now.
yet.
Oh.
All right, so this is the 2019 one now. It's uploading now, all right?
All right, we're going, right?
All right. So guys, I just upload it now, okay?
Which one, the 19? Oh, yeah.
Yes, the one that we were going through. What I'll try to do is I'll upload working out the rest of the paper tomorrow. All right? Tomorrow morning, okay?
Why I wouldn't mind if before we do the exam, it was like 6 o'clock.
As I said, I have a pure math class tomorrow.
No man, on the Wednesday, man. On the Wednesday of exam.
6 o'clock?
AM the morning when we are going to school.
That's crazy. That's
What do you
crazy.
mean? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Some persons are actually traveling at that time.
But that's not good. You just have your phone and go to the exam, and then before you reach in, you just lock off the phone and say, oh, brain fresher now. You know?
I give a service.
No.
Yes, sir.
Wouldn't be able to do that.
And school Wi-Fi not so stable.
Yeah, I understand. All right, so guys, what I want you to do is, as I said, just go through both papers, look at the topics them that's coming. If it's only 2 past paper you're gonna look at last year and 2019. Those are the best 2 to look at for paper 2. For paper 1, go through everything from 2017 come up.
2017.
Paper 1.
Sir, how much paper you send? Come on, you send more you send 21.
Sir, can you please send the paper again in the chat?
Repeat.
You send
Can
more
you
than
please
one.
send the paper again in the chat?
Take it, sir. I'm gonna see, sir. I forgot to know about everything, so come never see come join late.
This one here was a 21. I'm saying next one with 21. So what that? Which one?
The same one, but in
2019.
Oh, it is send it again. Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, because we
That's
exam
it.
get more area where you say something name for go search up for go sign up for.
All right, so let me go back
OneX.
again. I say the OneX website.
That easy to
Just
sign up, man.
type in www.onex.co. Then when you go on that, then you're gonna go to your login. All right.
Okay.
This is my login, but I just get signed out. You're gonna go to this website here, www.onex.co. And you're gonna create an account right here. Click on sign up. All right.
All right, sir. Hold on, let me mute the mic.
Yeah. And then that's it. So guys, everybody have English tomorrow. So I want to wish everyone all the best with English. English will be fun. So go out there, be your best, but the best subject maths Wednesday. So guys, please, right? It hurt me when I hear somebody say they don't like maths, because maths is the best subject. All right, so please, what I want you to do,
Only how much first would say that.
go through the last 2 past paper, 2019, 2021. That's for paper 2. But for paper 1, which is more importantly, if it's one information takeaway, I'm gonna write this down, guys. Look at this. For past maths, with a grade 1 or grade 2, if your paper 1 well good and your SBA well good, look how easy it is to get a 1 in math. Look at this. Look at this. I'm just showing you. The paper 1 is marked out of 60, but then the final grade reduced to 30%. Right. If you get 55 out of 60, that would reduce to 27 and a half, call it 28% A grade out of the 30. Now your SBA grade, this is paper 1. Your SBA now, anything you get on the SBA, it's 20% of your grade. So anything you get on SBA, let's say you get 18 out of 20. Look at that, that's another 18%. Adding these 2 already is 46%, you know, without even doing paper 2 yet. So now paper 2 we mark out of 100. Look what I'm saying. I'm saying if you scrape out 50 out of 100, the test rough when you scrape out 50 out of 100. Right. 50 out of 100 is 25% out of the 50%. Look what your final grade would be. Your final grade would be 28 plus 18 plus 25. That's 53 plus 18, which is 70. What's that? 71? Yeah, 51%.
That is a great
Chances
note.
are that would be a 2.
That's
Chances
great,
are
yeah.
that would be a 2.
That we have to
So
wait.
imagine that.
Never much of my SPA.
How much of
Imagine
SPA?
that.
Yeah,
Sir,
me
me
know
get it out of 22. Me get 18 out of 22.
That good.
Repeat.
Yeah, 18 out of 22 on the SBA too.
To see it there, easy if we get a 2, don't.
That man say,
Who don't want a 2, want a 1. So if you want a
Yes.
1, you should be looking at 70 out of 100 minimum. That will get you the 1 for sure. Distinction too. 70 out of 100.
was 75.
why?
5 out of 60.
Reasonable.
Why you said it's 70, give me the one, eh?
Yeah. See,
Why you talk it simple, you know?
then it's not simple.
Sir, I wasn't
No,
it
no, you're
75,
talking.
sir.
It was
They make it so easy.
It
be
is
like
easy.
670 or something.
It's easy. Yeah.
Why? Yo.
I remember saying I saw them grade, you know, especially with them Trinidad Pitney there.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Sir, I thought it was 75. To
No,
get a one.
75, that will get you a distinction. You say
Distinction,
get a
that
1. Get
Yeah,
a
man.
1.
I want with distinction. But sir,
Yes, sir.
I,
It lost my
I was
exam.
watching something on CSEC Twitter. I don't know if you know that video they have around. But it's on CSEC Twitter where you say if you secure what 40%, like what you said 55, if you get what
50, yeah. He
If you
said
get
what?
40, I think if you get 40 for the paper one and scrape through, because you're not going with a good SBA grade. If you get 40, you probably get a 68, something like that, somewhat with the paper, 2 and 1 and the SBA, and you get 40 in the paper one, you're good. You get probably a 60 add, so you probably get a 3 or so.
Yeah, he's working out just to pass. That's bare minimum.
Right.
But we don't want no trees. We're not looking at trees.
Sir,
No.
but how much? Hold on, just ask, yes, sir. How much figure 3? But that's a ask.
The
Why
3,
can't-
just as
Like you mean like percentage?
It look like you know some focus on just passing.
yeah, to get a
No,
3,
no. But
that's
that's a
more,
ask.
that's more maybe
I want
40
more.
out of 60 on paper 1.
Oh.
And somewhere like maybe 40 out of 100 on the paper 2.
Old friend.
With a very good SBA, that's a 3.
Sound good.
No, that's, yeah.
I don't know, make sense.
Do you find the videos on 1X?
It's up. No, I won't send the video. Once I end the stream, it's going to be there.
Oh, so as soon as
Connected. All right. Yeah. So guys,
don't record it still, so
going to make sure everybody go have their dinner now before you go to bed. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I'm about to do now. So have your dinner.
Eat light.
Then you go to your bed. You don't need to eat light. Eat a big plate of food, full of belly. All right.
Yeah, personal,
But they say
personal.
before the exam. They say that.
Do it again tomorrow. Yeah.
After match, eat 2 big bowl.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
But sir, you know the question, you know, when the math tutor, it was actually pointing out the things we will keep in mind, but like
To look at. Focus on section 1, right?
Yeah, a consumer arithmetic.
Easier section.
Step
Yeah.
on statistics.
Yeah.
What's the next one? Algebra.
Yeah. The easier
Just
topic.
keep on, instead of
Sure.
keep on them. Then.
Yeah.
And then they will surely give you a good.
Sir, good night. When again I meet again, sir?
All right. So no more meat. This is the last meat.
Last
All
meat.
right.
No more meat to bite. Yeah.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Okay.
Thanks, sir. Same to you.
Bye, sir.
All right. Take care.
Sir, it was nice getting this little math session, even though it was my first time and last.
Sir, thank you for making mathematics simple.
All right.
Shut,
I really
shut
hope
up,
it's
nigga.
helpful.
That shit fire.
All right. Take care.
All right, bye, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye. Have a good night.
All right. Good night.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Night, sir. It's all right.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, sir.
All right. Good night. All right. Dinner time.